Konnichiwa minasan, selamat datang diucapkan kepada anda yang mengikuti sesi ini secara langsung dan juga anda yang menonton setelah live stream ini berakhir ke sesi kolaborasi STOMACHOFCHAOS.com bersama laman pop culture suka ramai Malaysia BUZZPOPTV. Seperti biasa, saya Kudo Maharizu dari laman blog STOMACHOFCHAOS.com bersama para panelis dari BUZZPOP akan berceloteh sedikit malam ini tentang season ketiga Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village arc yang disiarkan setiap hari Ahad. In fact, the latest episode will be about now, or is it later? Later lah kot.
Ini couple of hours kan?
Ya, couple of hours.
Netflix esok.
Okay. Tapi Netflix setiap malam Ahad, dan kepada yang tak duduk di Malaysia boleh menonton di platform lain seperti Crunchyroll. So bersama saya malam ini panelis terdiri daripada Myra. How are you doing?
We're going great. How are you?
Fine, thank you very much. Dan juga kaki manga dan anime dari Sheffield, Arif Nakiyuddin. Oh, I didn't notice. You've got a nice background.
Yes.
Tak juga.
Hashira aja.
Yeah, I know. Breathing style.
Breathing style.
Sorry. Yeah, breathing style. Arif, how are you? Lama tak nampak.
Yeah, breathing fine. A bit
fine.
tu sikit lah, but breathing quite fine lah.
Breathing fine, yeah.
Trying to do the water breathing macam.
Dan juga our regular kaki anime Shazli American. How are you, man?
Hey, doing well.
Berseri-seri.
For our penonton,
Berseri-seri.
Itu lah, for our penonton, do comment whether the new camera actually looks different, or is it just kita je yang ingat it looks different.
It is good. It is great. Berseri.
Yeah.
Kalau berseri tu perut nampak lah, so kena
Ya, perut dan benda lain. Tak. Anyway, untuk malam anda yang belum pernah mengikuti sesi ulasan kami, perbincangan kami akan mengandungi spoilers yang berkait dengan episod-episod yang diulas. So obviously the last time kita bincang pasal Demon Slayer ni was quite a while back, probably about a month or 3 weeks ago. More than that actually. Dia dah episod 7 kan. Dah dekat 2 bulan. 2 bulan. Although we didn't discuss about it immediately actually. So anyway, pada anda yang nak tengok the discussion of the first first episode yang panjang dia sejam tu, we did kind of ulasan for that the beginning of the season 3 as well as a quick rundown lah, kata orang sekilas pandang tentang phenomenon Demon Slayer. So either you can watch the entire live stream, kami archivekan di laman YouTube STOMACHOFCHAOS dan juga BUZZPOP, dan juga kami juga membuat edisi pendek, video-video pendek yang macam 8 minit long on certain topic. So dan bila kami buat macam tu, saya selalunya buat edit video-video tu secara a bit different lah, so you get to see some different visuals when we talk about Demon Slayer, for example. Itu. So jangan lupa langgan lah kepada kedua-dua platform kami. Anyway, so without further ado, jom kita ke reaksi satu ayat. Apa dia tak main ball ni? Oi! Encin. Reaksi satu ayat. Ini jangan fikir lain ya. Tapi reaksi satu ayat saya. Fonok. Tapi languh.
Yeah.
So
Totally get it.
Ini satu-satu yang saya rasa daripada episod ni, not only sebagai penonton anime dan juga sebagai pembaca manga. Saya dah baca juga. So masa dulu saya baca couple a year ago something like that, macam wah panjangnya because tapi itu pendapat saya. Apa pendapat Syaz? Reaksi satu ayat about what we have.
Oh, finally. Pedang tu berapi akhirnya.
Yeah.
Aku ingat lagi season 1 dulu. Semua masuk, "Ui, pedang tu kal berapi lah." Syaz, pedang tu tak berapi. Ha?
Jap. Season 2 bukan berapi ke? Tak Season
Tak.
dekat
Because
entertainment
Tak ada.
when I first saw the flaming sword and all those effects, I thought that was real.
Yeah, the only one yang I think the only time yang dia betul-betul berapi is during season 1 where Nezuko first discovered dia punya power yang api tu.
Blood demon art.
Yeah.
yang tu dan juga masa lawan Gyotaro.
Gyutaro.
At the end, not at the beginning of the fight, but at the end. So I don't know whether because the color of the red was like this color, so that's why I was a bit surprised when you said akhirnya. Like, didn't he have that?
So,
Or am I wrong?
Macam ni, dia I think what Shaz meant is api yang daripada Nezuko tu kan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yang those are actual fire. Yang macam those sword effect apa semua tu, those are not real lah. So basically we saw it once season 1, we see it again.
Masa lawan the spider
yes,
tu.
betul.
Rui. Dia lawan Rui.
Cuma yang
What
later
the? Tak ingat lah.
Cuma yang
Yeah.
later season
Ni.
Wah, apa tu?
Cuma later season ni dia ada special sikit dia punya pedang berapi.
Nampak ke? Tu dah. Dia tak.
Wush,
Tu.
wush.
Yeah.
Effect.
Rui,
Dia nak show, dia nak alah tak apa, dah nak show off. Okay. Anyway, Arif, sorry. Do continue. You say?
Oh no, I mean the beza dia is that yang latest punya ni dia ada special sikit dia punya pedang berapi dia.
Sebelum ni I think the blood effect came from Nezuko punya blood demon art kan.
Yeah.
Tapi sekarang ni now that I think I agree lah, the finally the
Actual pedang berapi.
The actual pedang tu dia berapi and finally dia macam sort of like get over the fact that kan sebelum ni pedang tu macam dia macam discourage sikit lah. Kan Rengoku cakap yang pedang tu tak pernah lah aku dengar Hashira ada pedang warna hitam.
Yes.
So I think we totally get it .
Okay, sorry Syaz, sambung balik. Oh, you're done. Okay, Arif.
Penat. dia high. It's just that benda tu the visuals are okay, the stories are moving, but the stories are moving really slow. I had the same criticism waktu season 2 juga. Rasa macam entertainment arc tu dia panjang, terlebih panjang daripada apa yang
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah. I remember.
And I think dia punya issue is not the issue dia the studio dah restrict dah. Okay, kita akan buat season ni satu arc sahaja. So macam mana kita nak completekan berapa? 12 episod 12 ke 15 episod. I think
apa for this season 3 ni?
For this season.
Dia kata 11 tapi badan
dia kata 11 sebab movie tu kan 1 jam macam 2 episod
bukan movie
So-
first episode itu.
So right
first
now,
episode.
if you think about it, we've already gone through like what 7 episodes. So we have 4 more episodes. So sebabkan dia nak keep in time and keep the momentum, the dynamic of the season tu, dia akan rasa lah dia punya slow. But I think from 8, 9, 10, 11 dia akan jadi macam last season. Dia akan mula pom every episode. Which is I think is a good strategy supaya orang tak rasa draggy sangat, but
I wanted to add something tapi I think I will do it masa harapan lah because we already know what the title of tonight's episode is, which is what the Mu in Muichiro means in Tokito's first name. So tapi dalam and then there's one aspect of his story yang we've not seen it yet, and then I was like Okay, tak apalah. Maknanya, as you say, I think as you correctly say lah, Arif, the last 3 episode we're going to see them. Macam last time lah. Because kita ada 4 episode.
Macam Entertainment District.
Yeah, so if we have one more episode to show whatever. Yeah, okay, let's see. We've got a couple of members on chat. Hello, panelist Bapak. Hello, Magnificent. Oh,
Sekejap, bro. Tadi Mira belum buat punya reaction lagi.
Bukan Mira start dulu ke?
I think it was Shaz.
Oh, ampun Mira. Thank you for...
What?
You know why I thought you were the first? Yeah, you was Shaz the first. Your reaksi satu ayat.
Oh, my reaksi satu ayat. Okay. That will be chill because daripada first episode and then it went crazy with Mugen Train. And then we came to Entertainment District Arc. I think now finally because I've also yang dah finish all 23 volumes kan. And then this and the next one should be chilling. So I think I'm just gonna chill with this season lah. So yeah, like I said just now yang dia punya hype tu went crazy, emotionally roller coaster semua dari Mugen Train lah I feel. So and then with Entertainment District they sort of like sizzles out a bit tapi sekarang dia macam chill. So yeah, so itu je reaksi satu ayat saya.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that just now. So
no worries.
Yeah, so category the grade kata year, tak sure to which bit of a discussion, but Ridwan, pendapat admin tentang scene monolog Tanjiro yang asyik describe bau demon yang terlalu draggy dan redundant.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that in the episode yang saya rasa tak begitu redundant sangat pasal
might be draggy but tak adalah redundant.
Ada kelainan dia sikit. But we'll jangan, don't worry, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. Okay, so let's not waste time and get on to the episode 2. Okay, episode 2. YORIICHI type 0. YORIICHI zero shiki. So basically this is at the end of episode 1 kita bertemu dengan kelibat the mysterious swordman yang rupanya sebuah patung mechanical ciptaan moyang kepada budak yang pakai topeng tu, nama Kotetsu. So anyway, so we have ourselves another training up. Pendapat anda tentang patung mechanical yang dicipta beratus tahun dahulu yang mengandungi rahsia yang tak disangka ni? Let's go with you, Arif.
I think this is where kita akan sedar bahawasanya cerita ni, walaupun setting dia nampak real life, bahawa cerita ni sangat-sangat fiction.
True.
Dia punya the technology to make that kind of patung from 300 years ago is not. If anyone has ever thought that this could have been true, would realize that this could never have been true lah. Basically, you know, this is an anime lah. Macam back to ground, this is anime. Betul. I think dia punya training arc ni very fast because Tanjiro dah sampai level yang where dia akan progress senang sebab dia dah went through the harder training yang learning curve dia tinggi. Now learning curve dia not as steep. So which is why dalam seminggu dia dah boleh settlekan benda yang susah ni lah. Although dia barely do it, which you can see, which means yang dia tak sampai level HASHIRA lagi but is getting.
Okay, I can see that the hanging thing has been started. Any other? You're still there. Okay, good. Okay, come on.
Where did I start?
No, you literally stopped dekat. It didn't sound like you stopped. It sounded like you paused as opposed to you were cut short.
Okay.
So
anyway, I just nak I just want to say yang he during this training arc we can see that he is getting near HASHIRA level lah. Sebab compared to dulu where dia tak boleh nampak, we don't see him being equal to HASHIRA. Now we can see almost. Sebab we know Muichiro senang je, taklah senang but struggle a bit untuk kalahkan the patung, but still within a day. But Tanjiro did it, although a bit je, within 1 week. So the gap tu dah makin narrow je lah.
And then it's also uncertain whether or not the other Hashiras went through the same thing, but it looks like it probably not, because macam Muichiro nak go back to use this thing. Anybody ada apa-apa nak tambah, Syaz atau Myra, about this point? About
this very funny when I first saw it, but it's what do you call it? When you first see it, you're like, oh, this is the chosen one punya sword lah ni. But then when I saw it, and then dia cakap macam, oh, this thing nak kena polish balik, macam like, oh, that actually makes sense lah. Because benda tu dah lama kot dalam tu, God knows how much rust and
300 years.
So at first I was surprised and I was like, oh, this is typical anime trope. But then they added a bit of realism to it, saying that, oh, benda ni nak kena proses dulu. So like, oh, that's a very interesting point. That's why that thing was in the Bladesmith punya village. So like, oh, convenient ABC, but at least it makes sense lah. That
a logical McGuffin lah. A logical McGuffin.
A logical McGuffin, yes. Macam Fast and Furious.
Aku belum tengok lagi. So, tapi kalau nak spoil lah, because I don't mind, but I've not watched it yet to contribute anything.
Myra, dah tengok.
Myra,
for this episode kan, I'm just sebab kat sini dia reveal what do we call YORIICHI Sugikuni like fully like manifest as a dekat dalam anime. So I'm like okay, he's hot. So itu satu sebab throughout daripada first episode sampai current season kan, perasan kan Demon Slayer selalu kena kritik when it comes to the character dia, macam semua macam sama je kan. So finally we have this very flashy kind of character lah, I would say. I think he's even flashier than Tengen, in a sense away, sebab because dah lah satu dia, I dah lah bias dengan katana wielding punya character. So bila dia finally nampak this YORIICHI Sugikuni, dan dekat sini kan dia punya Black Flash yang pergi
flashback.
Siapa? Flashback, sorry.
Itu bukan episode 1 ke? I think it was episode 1.
Itu first one. First one tapi kat sini baru nampak macam kan patung tu kan
reminds me of
ikut design YORIICHI Sugikuni kan. And then so kalau macam bila sampai dekat sini, I seriously I wish because when it comes to shonen kan, I love when it comes to training punya arc. So I kind of wish that the training part tu a bit longer, like maybe a little bit more addition compared to manga. Sebab dekat manga pun dia lebih kurang lah dengan yang diorang adapt into anime. Tapi I really wish ada lagi, it's longer lah. Sebab kan every season kan ada training arc within the arc kan. So macam ni sekejap je alah. dah terror dah boleh kalahkan patung tu.
I think because it reflects to what I think was it Syaz or Arif mentioned that, I think Arif got yang the fact the amount of the training that is done, most of which is pretty much in life kan, dia lawan betul-betul, and then a lot of people I think kan Roji did mention masa makan dinner lepas dia orang mandi tu, dia kata, you know, that's like equivalent to 10 years of training.
Yes, bila dah kalahkan demon kan.
Demon classic tu kan. But just so that I'm sure it's this bit of the training that I'm sure nobody's mentioned that. You know that when he learned how to aim for somebody's neck is to see the thread. But because of the fact using the thread in this time and in this instance didn't work, so he used the smell. Because the reason I'm going back to the smell business, not just to alluding to to Ridwan's original comment yang pendapat admin tentang scene monolog Anjir Asyik baru dreamer yang terlalu draggy dari dan agaknya mungkin at this point tak sangat lah kot, because it's a newly, memang dia boleh bau dia lagi kuat, but probably okay, ni mungkin bit yang dia nak bau nak kejar Hantengku, but obviously we'll talk about that later. But another thing that he's done in this instance is to actually use smell. Kan dia macam dekat setengah mati at the end of the training, he collapsed, and then in that bit dia got the inspiration that it's not just detecting the threat, it's the particular movement of the sword, of the arms has a particular smell to it, which is why when he woke up dia boleh belasah and hence decapitate doll and then get to the sword. So I thought that was an advancement in his skill lah, and obviously by virtue of dia dah lagi terror kan, sekejap dia dapat. Yes, sekejap dia dapat as kategori The Great cakap pedang baru. And Caleb Paul, hi, man behind the mask. Yep. If you're talking about the swordsmith, yeah, we'll talk about that later on. Jebat bentan derhaka, saya rasa dia ambil dari idea
C. Idea siapa?
Idea C. Ada A dan B ke? Tak apa, nanti tulis kami sambung balik. Tapi Pantong ni, you know what he reminds me of? Naruto. Apa Kankuro.
Yes.
The sound.
I just started watching Naruto, by the way.
Again or?
No, I never watched before. I never watched any of the big three.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the big three, so I'm starting with Naruto.
Watch Naruto, watch Bleach, that's it.
Okay, before
must be good to be young, Amira.
Huh? What?
Must be good to be young.
And have time.
Old man anime punya lines, must be good to be young. Yes.
Nak tahu Mira tengok all the Big Trees punya episode with or without filter? Filler?
With or without filler? I just started sebab ada dekat Netflix.
Okay.
So I think it's all 220 episodes. I am on episode 6 as of today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Let's not talk about fillers yet.
Pergi Google, cari yang filler tu, buang filler, tengok apa yang betul.
Watch the main plots.
But
you bear in mind,
I get it.
You kata ni stretchy kan, baru 7 episod. Naruto yang 7 episod tu, 28 episod baru cover yang 7 episod tadi. Dia start kan 10 minit tu, dia recap balik last week punya episode. 14 minit dia nak tumbuk. Korang dia.
And I'm watching it at 1.5 tau. Sebab I tak tahan
the pacing, the early 2000s pacing.
Yes, because you know I watch side note lah, I watched Monster recently, so all 74. I binge 74 episodes of Monster. So yeah, I told Urasawa siapa? Monster.
Noki.
The 2000 you definitely have to watch it lah. So my friend cakap dia it's a must watch.
I'm not 1.5ing it. I'm not a clown.
Maybe
lu sanggup dengar.
Tak, dia Okay, on my defense, even at 1.5, dia macam tengok Demon Slayer punya sekarang punya pace tau. I think Arif agree with this.
Oh, Arif.
Mesti dia macam, because Arif yang tengok. Did you guys actually watch it? Like the drag, like 1.5 is just as if you're watching current punya anime, I would say.
Dulu taklah sebab
dulu pun tak ada facility nak lajukan.
Tak ada.
So I had to bend
Tapi nanti you guys go and try.
No way. No way.
Dia tak macam tu. Dia tak ada duduk tu macam tak. Dia macam normal je.
Pantang datuk nenek aku tengok nenek 1.5 speed. Okay, nasi goreng bagi advice kat you, jangan benci Sakura. Dia cuma budak-budak masa ni hingga Chunin exam.
Tak,
And
no,
yes,
I don't have. Belum lagi.
Yes, it's Naoki Urasawa. Thank you very much.
Naoki Urasawa.
Okay, let's go on to episode kita yang ketiga. Yeah, as much as the fact we've already seen, well, we did see it at the end of episode 2. Episode ketiga, Sword from 300 years ago. Sambyakunen Ijo Mai no Katana. So, pedang antik yang konon, yang karat. Anak Hagane Zuka yang sado to the rescue. Dari apa yang anda tonton selama 2 musim, albeit briefly, what do you make of this eccentric swordsmith? Myra. I mean, without first impressions ke apa ke?
First, I would say coming from manga reader, is this episode memang cuci mata lah. Sebab like I think when it comes to a manga kan, dia punya satisfaction macam low sikit sebab usually ni bukan fighting scene. Tapi bila dekat sini memang nampak lah, it's really nice to see berapa pages come to life like with this amount of action juga, and then of course colour. Tapi dekat sini yang ni kan yang bukan first time macam kalau pasal Hagane Zuka, of course lah sebab langsung tak expect dia buff up macam tu. So kind of like surprise there juga. And then memang kelakar nak mampus of course. Every time Hagane Zuka came to the screen is always entertaining. Dia memang comedic relief lah. So macam, and then this time pula dia macam nampak macam serious. Tapi I feel macam awkward lah yang part masa siapa Kudo Maharizu tu dia nak geletek siapa Hagane Zuka tu. I feel like macam cringe sikit lah. Macam cringe sikit macam tapi apart from that, kat sini pun this episode kan yang dia Tanjiro banyak interact dengan Genya. So I don't see Genya, I hear Bakugo. I'm sorry. So yeah. Yes.
You're slightly jumping the gun because that was my next question, but that's fine.
No worries. And then of course we interact dengan my favorite Muichiro. So yeah, I'm biased. So memang been waiting for Muichiro punya arc to come. So this is where we finally see Muichiro in action. But again, but I'm glad to report that I don't hear Mikazuki August from Gundam Iron Blooded often. I definitely hear a different character. So yeah, good job.
He'll be a bad voice actor if he sounds exactly.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah.
Shaz, ada any comment on our muscular friend?
Aku terkejut tengok dia punya muscle development ni. Like, is it the same way from last time ke?
Push.
Dia training dengan tikus.
Yeah, customize.
Dia pinjam tikus Tengen.
But I think the best part is when they revealed him towards the end of the most recent episode.
Yes, of course.
Oh. And dia punya fokus tu macam like, wow, dia gila banget.
Yes.
About that later lah.
Later lah.
He could be Inosuke's twin.
Yes. Brother from another mother.
Arif got anything to add about our muscular friend?
Our comic relief Blade Smear. I think dia macam Mira cakap tadi lah, dia memang kalau nampak je dia dalam scene tu mesti akan jadi kelakar. Kelakar kan. But knowing how jumping the gun a bit with the latest episode, but this season is nice but dia set up dekat tempat orang tu, and we can see dia punya motivation lah lepas ni, kenapa dia eccentric macam tu. Sebab dia punya eccentric tu, kampung tu memang eccentric dah, semua orang pakai topeng, semua orang cintakan pedang, tapi kenapa dia macam tu sangat? And then
dia pelik kan, dia
pelik. And then macam yang dia punya colleague cakap pun, dia sebenarnya suka bila orang lain still nak dia punya perkhidmatan sebab dia sayang sangat pedang. Tapi Tanjiro kan, Tanjiro being the poster boy of the good boy, dia boleh tahan dengan orang ni. Dia macam dia lah pegang green flag tu, dia boleh tahan perangai Hagane suka and dia appreciate. So orang tu sebenarnya suka walaupun dia perangai dia macam
Dia kan sendiri.
dia sangat suka. So in this episode juga we see that diorang dah start laying down the bricks for the rest of the season. Although I would say start daripada this episode, I can see siapa yang tak tengok, dia akan create a divide between siapa yang tak tengok manga, tak baca manga siapa yang baca manga. Kalau yang baca manga, we know all the threads yang connected. Kalau yang tengok anime saja and passively tengok, mungkin dia akan start lupa macam benda ni dah introduce ke before, benda ni dah ni ke lah. So it's nice to see as someone yang dah tahu the ending macam and cuma it's a bit macam mana daripada sini episode 3 ni dia macam contradict sikit. Like I said, I rasa season ni macam draggy. Dia contradict in a sense yang episode 3 kita dah nampak shit going down. But the dragginess starts from here. That's where I'm coming from lah. So episode 3 I liked it. It has more substance lah.
Shaz
tadi.
Kan? Aku yang mabuk. Barangkali aku. Tanjiro suka berbuat kawan tanpa menggunakan plotline dari episod akan datang. Pendapat anda tentang Shinzawa Kenya, adik kepada Sanemi, Hashira angin. Shaz. In the early bits of this season, before obviously we know a bit more lah, as we can see from episode 7. What were your thoughts about this guy, about him, other than him being very brash and bakugo?
You're talking about Genya ke atau
Genya gambar
Genya. I mean, I knew he was going to have a lot more character development or reveals later on. Sebab kita boleh tengok dalam the entire Demon Slayer punya storyline kan, even the demon characters pun dulu ada tragic story macam ni, dulu pun
ada backstory.
So we know it's a matter of coming, but the review of the story like, but since we're talking about him as a person at this point, aku rasa macam you can imagine that he has some kind of issue in his heart. That's why dia macam nak reject orang je. Dia macam aku tak nak kau. So that was something wrong with him in the past lah, which was revealed later on. So it was quite interesting to see the development. But I'm happy that at that point of time dalam episode ni, he remained true to himself. Because why would a person like this
sekadar ditukar
tiba-tiba macam like, kita dah mandi sekali, benda kau like, I didn't even ask you to shower with me or whatnot kan. So it was a very consistent character lah. I really appreciate the character design tu.
I didn't have a question for Muichiro, but interestingly he opened up a bit, still in a weird way, as you can see from the third panel.
That was an adorable panel.
Dia kepicit hidung. Tapi he has some questions kan, as opposed to just ignoring apa aku nak, whatever lah. But obviously that built up to serangan hendap akhirnya kita berdapat lihat. I mean we saw at the end of episode, it was at the end of episode 1 kan, when we saw one of the Swordsmith kena makan dalam pasu. So
yang dekat tangga tu
Upper Moon 5 and 4, 5 Hantengu 5 is Gyoko, the pasu demon, dan Upper Moon 4 Hantengu, the shriveling cowardly old fogey. So it started with Hantengu dengan Selamba Dog masuk dalam penginapan diorang tu.
Which is cool lah, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, obviously this happened, but just I don't know, this neither here nor there. Adakah situasi ni in the greater scheme of things dijangkakan berlaku to the Demon Slayer bunch? And jika ya, mengapa sekarang? Who wants to go? Arif?
Yeah, in a sense of apa, we don't know yang dia tiba-tiba.
I mean, I just thought of it, kind of like this is like a chin rubbing question. Itu dia macam other than the author wrote it to be so, why now? Why did it take them so long or whatever? Why now?
I think dia punya catalyst of why dia macam nak start hunting for the season for the Swordsmith ni is that now Muzan rasa yang the Demon Slayer dah sampai that point where they become not genuine threat. They have always been a genuine threat, but a severe genuine threat.
Because you have to bear in mind, Gyoko knew of this place prior to the death of the Upper Moon 6 tau.
And that shows yang diorang ni, you have to know demons ni they are slaves to their very instinct, and Gyoko punya instinct is to have fun and be very flippant lah in terms of personality. Macam aku tahu, tapi it'll be interesting kalau tengok diorang struggle more blah blah blah. But the moment Upper Moon 6 mati and Muzan bengang and dia nak selamatkan diri dia, oh okay, aku ada information ni. Aku ada information. Yes. So macam okay, maybe Muzan will be happy with this information. So now dia orang bergerak.
Because it does feel like a bit of element of luck kan, because considering the fact how good they have been hiding this village for the past few hundred years. Myra, you got anything to add about the actions of the demon being more proactive? Well, not more proactive lah, tapi macam sekarang
tapi,
lah.
Macam when it comes to the demons kan, satu that we should also remember, in contradict with the Demon Slayer core members, diorang tak coordinate with each other. They move macam Arif cakap lah, dia ikut suka dia lah. Okay, macam Muzan juga, ikut suka Muzan juga. Tapi it's just tapi untuk I think one of reason kenapa diorang nak survive the anger of Muzan kan, yang daripada first episode tu. So dia pun offer lah the information. Tapi juga I think it's a nice pace of going, sebab macam like I said, this chill tau. So bila dia daripada dia very chill and suddenly finally I think it's the right time untuk the demon untuk serang, kiranya launch diorang punya attack upon the village. For me lah, dia is a nice pace. And lagi itu, I think that's all. Dia dekat episod ni dia tak adalah macam, I feel like again this is one of the draggy punya episode lah, I would say. Dia tak offer.
And also I think in terms of in universe punya timeline, it makes sense juga. It's not like terus these things happen. I think Tanjiro berapa lama dia, I think he was in a coma ataupun he was
2 bulan. 2 months.
2 months.
2 bulan ya.
Which I've always liked about Demon Slayer, yang diorang kasih appropriate amount of time between battle, and it's explained. Maybe it's a bit hand wave, but macam betul lah dia 2 bulan sakit, takkan macam Naruto. Okay, tak macam certain shonen shows. Okay, hari ni certain
shonen show
hari ni dia sakit, esok dia dah recover dah, tiba-tiba dia ada regenerative punya trait pula.
Yes.
Waktu dulu
dia bukan macam MHA kan.
I'm looking at you, Black Clover. And Fire Force, I'm looking at you.
Speed recovery.
Tak ada apa.
At least dia tak makan magic bean lah.
Jangan bro. You're you're egging the Dragon Ball Bros.
No, I actually love that story because they ended up becoming self-aware of that senzu bin punya plot device, such that they abuse it so much, tinggal satu, macam mana? Alamak, nak bagi setengah. Like, then, if I'm not mistaken, they actually got annoyed. The characters in universe got annoyed by the fact that senzu bin exists. And like, why are you relying on senzu bin? Tak malu or something. Aku tak ingat episode mana they were making fun of it. But yes, I agree.
Sekejap lagi ada komen. Goku solo everyone. Sure.
Abang panelist Shaz tak suka senzu bin. Hey, no, I love it. It's hilarious. But they itulah. Aku nak comment on the point we're discussing.
Okay, yeah. I was going to ask you anyway.
The amount of time that has passed in between main story plots ni is very reasonable, sensible. Cuma aku tak sure kenapa, how did they actually find the Swordsmith village, the demons, because it took like 10 intermediaries, like A to B, B to C, C to D, to orang.
No, I said luck. I think it was luck.
Because dia tak ada macam ada menara tinggi 100 tingkat. Hi guys, we are here. You know, they're hidden deep in the valley, in the forest.
Luck.
Kan?
Or bad luck for the swordsmith lah.
So, but I guess because dia tu setan, so we're like, they can do whatever they want lah, as long as it fits the plot kan. Orang tak tanya banyak.
Itulah. Just got a couple of from chat again. Kategori The Great, Bis HASHIRA Tanjiro tak perasan ada demon datang. Tu yang best tu. Lambat je. Dia bau demon dari tu, pintu buka dia masuk macam tu.
That was creepy though. That was
yeah, it was
creepy.
Right,
dah lah dia buka. Dia dah lah. Like okay.
Caleb Paul, who's the girl? If you're talking about the girl inside the overlay, that's Nezuko. Or if you're talking about the girl who's part of our panelists, that's Myra. So we're not too sure what you're asking.
Not sure also.
Myra's our new member in the BUZZPOP panelist. So please give her a good welcome. She's been you've done this is your 4th session, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Jebat Bentan Derhaka. Pendapat pertama saya bila nampak boneka dalam anime Demon Slayer tu mengingatkan saya pada anime dan manga Karakuri Circus dari mangaka Kazuhiro Fujita. Dalam tu banyak aksi boneka mangaka sama buat Ushio. Saya tak ada pengalaman dengan ni. I think I saw Arif nodding. Are you aware of this?
I know of it sikit, tapi not in detail lah. But I nodded because the word karakuri was what I was trying to figure out. Nak kata boneka ni jenis apa, because karakuri, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the art form in theatre in Japan where they use puppetry. Karakuri, I think it means
I know what you're talking about. They don't that yang my phone is the camera at the moment, so I can't use, but I'm aware of it being used as another name. But okay.
No, I mean like in terms of karakuri, it's always, I mean in terms of Japan, it always refers to puppet, but it's more towards macam gears and things. But now I'm trying to remember karakuri as in there's a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype called karakuri, which revolves around puppets and robots and kind of stuff. So which fits with the YORIICHI Type 0 lah.
Alah, bagusnya aku berbual lagi VPN Jepun. Semua tulis
in katakanlah
dia punya tak, aku tulis in English. Dalam sana, this is for our own education. Oh my god, karakuri puppet. Okay, to pull, stretch and move a thread. The name. Okay. But there's another kind of puppetry punya. No. But damn. Tak apalah, nanti saya cari sementara one of us are talking longer about a particular topic. Thanks Jebat for creating a discussion show nasi goreng. Oh, now you making me feel like cooking. Saya baca manga tapi masih tak tonton cerita ni. Tak ingat, jadi saya enjoy je bagaimana para penulis borak ni. Saya curious episod yang CGI ikan, jadi tak terkejut bila layan itu. Saya personally, we're going to talk about that next, but more in the sense of the story. Tapi dari segi CGI ke, saya rasa dia ufotable punya CGI for this season, well, never has been an issue pun dari season
Never has been, yeah.
In my opinion, dia tak panggil apa? Janggal.
They had budget lah basically. They had the first clearance of budget. There was no apa ni retail.
Tak ada.
Format
budget satu lah. They got a bunch of people who know what to do.
Yeah.
Tu je
resources.
lah.
Resource management.
Because itu dulu kita orang sekali pernah buat discussion pasal Jiko Kuragu dengan Munif dengan Andri, and then I made a short video from it which was also a similar question about CGI. Bukan CGI, about quality of anime from manga, and just to illustrate how a good manga like Berserk, nicely drawn, cannot be interpreted
into anime.
Actually ini saya nak kejap je nak keluar topik, tapi kan I've tried to redeem myself a bit. I agree with what Munir said with regards to bila kita ada banyak elemen dalam satu lukisan manga tu. I think Munir was alluding to a particular scene masa Pain descended on kampung Naruto. So dalam panel tu nampaklah ukiran 5 kepala, 4 kepala dekat gunung tu. Betul pakan tu nampak semua bangunan kecil. Betul Pain berdiri terbang lah. Dari segi lukisan macam tu, saya lupa juga nak describe, but the fact that when it's the background usually tends not to be hand-drawn. I mean, bukan hand-drawn, animated in that sense.
As a still picture lah in a sense.
Yeah, it's mostly still pictures, and it was a still picture. Dalam video tu saya buat comparison. Dan lagi satu, we were talking about strokes, about stroke lukisan. Memang setiap mangaka ada stroke yang berlainan. Kami buat illustration. Kalau artis Jojo lukis Luffy, muka dia sure bibir tebal semua kan. Tapi dalam manga, dalam anime, we have this members of staff called character designers. So character designer, kerja dia is to emulate as close as possible
to the original.
And then bukan seorang je melukis kan. Dalam staff tu ada beratus. Semua orang akan belajar dari karakter. So kalau you guys suka buku-buku illustration, nanti masa yang jenis ada gambar lukis karakter, front profile, side profile, back profile, atau cara dia bertumbuk macam ni, cara dia duduk macam ni, itu menunjukkan dia nak nanti kau nak lukis katalah Naruto, dia tak akan duduk macam ni, dia duduk macam ni. Kalau tengok komik Kishimoto, dia tak pernah lukis macam ni. So every single nuance done by the original mangaka is taught by the character designer, and if a character designer is good, dia nak try to be as as dekat as possible lah. Sometimes certain designers mungkin nak macam keluar sikit, tapi itu to what point? Thanks. Yep. Keep it there. Benda-benda macam tu. Bila dia orang lukis macam tu, it'll be close lah. So macam Demon Slayer sama juga. I mean, I'm not saying Gotoge is Koyoharu is a bad artist. Dia tak best sangat lukis action. Tapi it's up to the character designer as well as the scenario designer of the studio to interpret. Because senang ingat balik ke season pertama masa Tanjiro lawan Drum Demon tu. Kalau anda ingat lukisan mangaka tu macam gambar raja matematik, arrow sini, arrow sana kan. Lawan in fact demon yang baling bola dengan air tu, itu pun mengguna arrow juga. Tapi itu memang power dia, tapi kadang-kadang bila tengok Mana ni?
Tak faham.
Tapi dia
Susah nak follow.
So it depends on the studio lah. So sorry. So itu macam
I'm looking at you also, JJK. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen pelik sikit lah. Dia studio yang reliable tau.
No.
Tapi,
We're not talking about the anime. We're talking about the manga. I think my
Yes.
Okay. I'm not that point yet, so I will not say anything. Okay, last one daripada kategori macam mana Demon tahu Swordsmith, Demon Slayer. Itulah rasa kami nasib. But it took them that long lah. To find. Okay, sekarang kita akan go forward to episod yang seterusnya, episod episod nombor 4. Tokito kun ari ga to. Oh, thank you Tokito. Yes. Tokito daripada mamak yang tak ambil pot tentang sesiapa pun, walaupun or even tak ambil pot dari sesiapa pun, had a change of heart and menolong Kotetsu yang diserang jembalang ikan dari Gyoko ni. Anda rasa mengapa? Chas.
This one actually disebabkan on future anime punya episode punya knowledge. Because at that point of time kita tak nampak. But as he started to follow or think about Tanjiro punya advice, that's when he started to have a change of heart lah. So bit by bit dia akan macam like, the more he think about Tanjiro punya advice, the more dia buat, he ended up recalling more of his memory. So that became an interesting trigger for him, macam benda yang Tanjiro ni cakap ni is triggering my memory, so he's not really asking me to do anything yang salah pun, so why not? So he try je lah. So I guess secara tak langsung, because he's trying to, based on the future episodes, he was trying to recover his memory rupa-rupanya.
Yeah.
So that is when he decided like small things like this is triggering some flashback moments, so like why not? And then dia pun tahu that kid is one of the Swordsmith punya future generations, so I better save him, he might be there might not be any more Swordsmith if the attack was very severe, so alang-alang along the way kan.
True.
I think in terms of Moichiro, dia started off being introduced as someone yang, even in drawing itself, mata dia very very kosong.
Yeah.
Dia menunjukkan dia memang orang yang, for the lack of better word, dia ni airhead sikit lah. Tapi not ditzy kind of airhead. Ni dia macam robot yang dia diinputkan dengan information. Okay, kamu kena buat benda yang paling logical. Dia semua
dia macam kanao sikit kan.
Yes. Very logical. Okay, so logical. Okay, budak tu versus the rest of the village. Baik, aku pergi selamatkan the village. But Tanjiro being the master of talk no jutsu, and well, I think talk no jutsu will be a bit too harsh lah. Him being the poster boy of Green Flag influence character just by being him. Macam kenapa awak buat macam tu? Kan elok kalau awak berbaik-baik dengan mata bersinar sampai
puppy eyes sparkling,
and sampai orang yang jiwa kosong ni pun macam alah, betul lah dia cakap macam tu, kenapa aku jahat? So dia nampak lah. And then also macam Syah cakap, dia punya future punya episode punya information, I can relate balik benda tu. But I like that how Tanjiro is the catalyst of a lot of change in the Demon
Slayer punya world. Dia I think,
and Nezuko too actually.
And Nezuko. Dia one of the main, not kata rare example of the MC actually being the catalyst of progression in the world, in a sense.
Tapi kan, honestly kan, Tanjiro ni kan, sebenarnya adalah a player character dalam Western RPG.
Kan?
He will always choose the option terbaik, membantu rakyat. Kenapa bila membantu rakyat, eventually something good will happen to you. Correct?
The guy who will always get the
RPG
best
semua
acting.
macam tu.
Oh.
You help
Okay.
you do the good and right thing, you tend to get the better reward as opposed to doing the bad thing. But as RPGs mature in the future, they give different rewards lah to good and bad punya ni. But dulu early 90s, 80s punya RPG, you only get good rewards if you do the good thing. So macam like, inilah Tanjiro namanya.
I'm
You do
surprised
good thing, eventually good thing comes to you.
I'm surprised yang diorang tak letak, I mean a lot of people criticize Tanjiro lah because of his personality, but I surprised that diorang panggil dia Martin Stu apa? The opposite of Mary Sue.
Opposite of Marisu.
Macam I'm surprised.
Not really though, because he's
Yeah, I mean in a more, if you dissect him further, he's not. But in a general casual dude bro punya assessment, I would have thought someone would have said he is someone yang, you know, a Marty Sue. But which is good, I guess.
For me, I think kalau nak cakap macam tu sebab Tanjiro, dia very consistent from the very first season sampai sekarang tau. I think sebab sebelum ni kita duk sibuk dengan dia punya training lah apa semua, tak nampak sangat his brotherly punya. Kita tahu dia sayang Nezuko, tapi tak ada macam filler punya scenes when yang dia pergi tocang adik dia punya ni. Jadi sebab all of these smaller trivial things kan actually really builds up to dia punya character, sampai kan I feel like all dia punya vibe sampai kan boleh trigger kind of emotion within Muichiro himself.
Which
So,
I think
going with the like the consistency of Tanjiro punya character tu sampai boleh, I think dia akan trigger more memories lah for, which is consistent dengan how Muichiro being affected by, sebab kan every season kan kita nampak how people being affected by Tanjiro kan.
I think the nearest equivalent kalau nak tengok yang paling kita sayang lah is siapa, Inosuke lah.
Inosuke, sampai kan nampak lah the little things kan yang Inosuke buat. I'm like,
Inosuke dia macam memang sayang betul dekat Tanjiro sampai
dengan Tanjiro, betul?
Dengan cara dia tu sendiri tu lah yang sangat-sangat
Yeah.
Inosuke tu.
Yes. Siapa yang perasan? Dia perasan lah. Apa dia?
Okay, tak. I wanted to add. I tak setuju with people kalau orang kata Tanjiro is a Marisu character, because he grows through experience, through practice, through training, and dia selalu kalah. Marisu ni almost never kalah.
Okay.
And they get dia punya powers and abilities terlampau senang. Tanjiro almost died a few times kot dalam the series.
Yep.
More like every season almost die. They are surviving. Yeah.
Not just that, dia punya uselessness caused a lot of characters trouble and or death. So it's not really like, you know, wah, I can do everything, I can gerak batu semua by magic forces for no reason.
Yeah.
He was helped a lot lah. Memang he's not a Marisu lah, and cuma it's just that he never gave up as a character, he kept pushing it. That's why he has the potential to grow.
That also, on that point, that's also the reason why I've been vibing with Demon Slayer the most. Okay, granted, it's the first one I ever watched, like first anime I ever watched after so many years, like since kids. It's just, when it comes to, I paling tak suka overpowered. I think Shazma ada mention sebelum ni, I don't like overpowered punya character. So bila nampak that's why I'm begini dah dengan MHA, dah macam sizzling out from MHA, sebab bila dia terlalu overpowered kan, I'm like so going with the character yang Tanjiro punya development in like character development kan, I really like tau, sebab semua benda tu kita boleh relate except for the Type Zero punya lah punya doll tu, itu yang I macam tak boleh. Tapi from the first season sampai sekarang, from the very first volume until the end kan, it just makes sense lah. his character. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, anyway, onwards. Anyway, kita boleh tengok sini Hunting Gu terbelah 4.
Fuh.
Have I
That
got?
scene.
Yeah. What do you think or feel about the ability of this particular Upper Moon 4? I mean, kita thus far tengok okay, 6 satu jadi 2 tapi not in the same sense. 5 perangai dia macam tu. I mean, pandai jugalah dia orang design each of the demon to behave in a different way. But this one was a bit unexpected. So anyway, apakah pandangan anda atau pesan anda tentang kebolehan Hunting Gu berbuat demikian? Dan juga soalan tambahan, pandangan anda tentang cara yang digunakan oleh Tanjiro, Genya dan Nezuko untuk tackle this new threat. Who wants to go first? Sas?
I'll go first.
Oh, you want to go first? Go.
I think benda ni dia solidifies yang Mamat ni is a upper rank 4 basically. Kalau I think people has already daripada first episode tertanya kenapa Mamat ni yang penakut ni rank 4 out of 6 apa yang tak pernah, yang dah beberapa ratus tahun tak pernah bertukar. Kenapa, why is he still alive? Well, now you know why. Dia punya dah lah degil tak nak mati, bila potong tukar-tukar tu. And then I think it's a very I wouldn't say Buddhist like, but I feel like it's in that realm where because my impression of Hunting Gu, dia nampak macam priest tau. I don't know, maybe dia punya pakaian macam orang tua, maybe like a priest. And then bila dia split, all of them are based on emotion, like sorrow, joy, pleasure and anger. Yeah. And then first kita tak nampak. That's what I like, because it's been a while since I've read the chapters, that diorang ni split by personality. Unless you boleh baca kanji lah from the tongue. But
Interesting. It's basically on the overlay there. Go ahead. We'll talk about that later.
Sebab I think because I've seen other people react on the episode juga, ramai tak tangkap yang sebenarnya dia split, bukan dia split saja-saja, dia split by personality also. And then which I mean the next episode diorang reveal lah the plot, that plot item, which brings us like in universe juga, macam karakter macam Tanjiro, macam kenapa diorang split, why diorang split, apa gimmick diorang split ni, itu yang that gives it a nice element to it lah, and shows yang okay, this is an upper moon 4, so we are 2 people who rank book not even HASHIRA and 1 demon yang tak makan darah. How are we gonna like fight this?
Yeah. Sebelum I just going to quickly give a quick rundown lah. So obviously I wasn't expecting this, but then surely lah they have to do this. So basically each of the new incarnation of Hunting Gu has a different voice actor. So the top one is Aizetsu. It's not the meaning of the name, nama dia Aizetsu, tapi kat lidah dia kanji tu cakap sorrow. Saito Soma tu is the voice actor. I did read about so kepada siapa yang kaki Seiyu kenal lah siapa dia ni. Urogi yang I think Urogi is the bird one. Sorrow is the blue one yang kena tembak kepala dia dengan Urogi. Joy, Takeyoshi Sunsuke, he's Seiyu for my senpai is annoying. He's the senpai. The Karaku Pleasure, Shishikawa Kaito adalah
Ida-kun.
Yeah.
Ida.
Mama yang pakai spek dalam
My Hero Academia.
And lastly Sekido, Anger, the guy with the tiang, Umehara Yuichiro. He's a senior-ish Seiyu. He's the voice of Andre's favorite character from
Mak Bakugo.
Tak.
Oh bukan.
Bukan. Bakugo Genya.
Goblin Slayer. Tak. Ni mak Bakugo Maira. Our friend seorang ni you tak jumpa lagi kan? Andri your favourite. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Okay. Shaz, you want anything to add about this ability of hunting? Yeah, go.
This okay. Can we talk the 5th and 6th as well sekali? Or is that we saving for another part?
5th and 6th Oh, you mean including Huntinggu, it will be 6. 6 will be the fear. And 6 will be the hatred and
No, I mean, do you want to discuss just this 4 first ke? Or yang tu
talk about this 4 first lah. Because
okay,
I've already
so
done
kalau kita focus on this 4, I think it was one of the most brilliant reveals. There was 2 surprises tau that Tanjiro learn when fighting this 4. Okay, I got clip the head. Wow. Tak mati. Okay, ini dia mesti kena potong dua serentak. Alright. Pow lagi.
Oh, tak boleh juga.
Oh, it's not just 2. Dah sudah, mampu dah. Then finally he managed to like cleave the head. Semua serentak. Winner. Yes, aku dah menang. Lepas tu dia tengok.
Tak juga.
Sakit lah babi. Sakit lah. Like, tak mati. There must be another one lah. That was the best reveal.
Yeah.
As far as this 4 was concerned lah. So when in the later episode tu, when the final reveal, oh my god. But we'll talk about that later. But yang penting kat sini this emotions ni, because kalau kita think further on what Arif mentioned, the concept of emotions, you know, and you have the Buddhist reference. I'm not a Buddhist expert by any means, but any of these emotions, kalau kita indulge too much and become the embodiment of any of these, you will become a very negative person. You will not be very centered, you will not be very balanced. Joy dengan pleasure ni, I'm not sure if there was some mistranslation, because it's almost the same, but generally satu tu self-happiness for no reason or something, and another one is when pleasure doing something. Aku tak tahulah dari segi dia punya there's some loss in translation meaning ke tak, but regardless, any of these feelings, kalau you indulge too much, kalau you sedih too much, it can lead you to potential suicide or lack of function. Kalau you have too much anger, you akan jadi mudah meletup and you cannot perform a lot of things in life. So I'll leave the remaining points that I have on this for when we discuss the remaining 2. But it was dari segi lawan tu lah, memang when they actually showed the episode, wow, he finally mastered dia punya flaming move. Yeah. And then dia cakap, kenapa tak mati? Oh, that was beautiful. Nasib I watched like 4 to 5 episodes back to back tau. So I tak ada tunggu seminggu. Kenapa tak mati ya? Kenapa tak mati?
And then you go to the next episode.
Next episode. Best. It was a good reveal lah when they showed why dia orang tak mati 4 tu.
Myra, you are anything to add about this 4?
Because so far this episode is I feel like the most revealing, macam in terms of like a lot of things, like new characters being introduced, like to anime watchers tau. So for manga readers like myself, I'm like, I already know this, so I'm like just enjoying how things just came to life, you know, because there's macam dalam manga you can totally macam almost some part of the manga kan dia kau tak boleh nak recognize like what is difference between this and that, like because everything is in black and white. But for this I get to enjoy the level of like seeing different colors, different thankfully different voice actors. So very distinctive. I enjoyed that the most, that part.
Nice. I think we got a couple of comments. I'm not seeing what the chat said. Kategori degrade lawan pakai pistol. Oh, okay, describing again.
It's coming,
The Mochiro terlempar jauh, masih hidup lagi. Well, tak fair.
Ni I think dia refer back to our points yang pasal tadi I ada mention everything like macam make sense kan to this. So if you a manga reader then you definitely would know that when it comes to kenapa dia terlempar jauh, dia macam tengok Jujutsu Kaisen lah kan. Dia macam kena baling jauh macam tu pun masih boleh hidup lagi. Because sebab if you read the training arc, whenever diorang training kan, diorang cakap pasal because before this paling last kena mention rasanya yang atas bumbung masa Tanjiro dengan duduk dengan Shinobu tu, dia ada cakap pasal breathing and then how they kalau orang baca manga mungkin dia akan have this on their at the back of the head lah, like this nampak macam insensible to you guys yang to anime watchers, kenapa tak mati kan, dah terbaling jauh macam tu, but the way they practice the breathing method tu yang actually how dorang counter the movement. Macam mana jauh macam tu and then how they jatuh dengan orang kata gracefully. So I think that answers you punya ni lah.
I nak ambil yang lawan pakai pistol tu. Macam dia keluar macam straight up gangster, peng. dekat dalam apa forum My Anime List sekarang dorang dah panggil American breathing tau. Because of the gun. Yeah, I was like banyak gila cakap macam finally we have arrived to the American breathing, and I'm like yeah sure because they
I shouldn't be laughing but I am laughing.
Nah, dia patut panggil apa tau? American breathing, first form. First amendment. Bang. Rights to bear arms.
Second form.
Gun akimbo.
Jepun did use gunpowder tau zaman samurai. Amazingly.
Yeah.
I think that's about around this right time lah sebab
actually the Demon Slayer is Taisho era. Taisho era is after Meiji era. Abad ke-20 ni 19 is 1920.
1920s.
Because not too far along lah sebenarnya.
Yes.
Kalau ingat
kan dah ada train.
Ada kereta apa dia orang Muzan naik kereta nak balik rumah. So bukan ayah. Betul yang dia bawa anak dia kan. Taisho era. Anyway, let's go on to episode kita ke-5. Alright, ke-5 adalah right. Aku Paul. Anyway, kan ini perkampungan
okay. Your mic tadi macam
kenapa sound?
What was it? Now it's okay now.
Yeah.
Okay, saya start balik. Kanroji Mitsuri tiba di perkampungan Tukang Pedang dan tanpa membuang masa menghapuskan jembalang ikan mega yang bagak gila. Pandangan anda tentang Hashira Cinta ini? Yes, I think this is the first time we saw her properly in action.
Yeah.
You want to go, Amira? Kau mengeluh?
Like I said, bukan mengeluh. I was in awe because like I said, coming from manga reader kan, memang the scene came to life. Memang Ufotable memang such cuci mata habis lah kiranya.
It's a joy to make these little pictures.
Yes.
Because nak screen grab macam ada je angle best. Best.
Yes. And then satu pasal the colourful. Okay, one thing that satu lagi yang I cannot enjoy masa tengok anime yang kadang-kadang dia dark kan, and then sometimes tak nampak sangat, but the colours even dekat time at night pun the variation of the darks like, and then kontra lagi dengan Mitsuri dah lah colour pink dengan hijau, such a pleasure to watch. So I've got nothing more to add to the awesomeness of the whole for this episode. This is actually kind of like my favorite episode lah up to this. And then of course dia punya reveal yang dia punya pedang tu, of course you can already see dalam dia punya opening sequence kan, tapi ni memang nampak for me gempak lah. Seriously, I was speechless lah throughout. I was like, wow, coming like, because if macam kita tengok kan Roji kan, dia daripada first season sampai sekarang kan, kita tak nampak apa-apa kan. Like I think it was intentional to show each Hashira ada dalam certain arc kan. So ni memang okay fine, I was crazy hype when it comes to Mugen Train, but kan Missouri is a whole another level man. Of course lah, given lah dia kan pernah under Rengoku kan. So I was just enjoying I was just enjoying the view.
Shaz?
This was one of those parts yang aku confused sikit. Because at first I didn't realize she was using a sword. I did not
But we were
realize she was
talking about
using
it though.
Huh?
They were talking about the sword throughout the episode though.
The
I
Swordsmith.
thought she was using a
Ribbon.
bladed whip.
Oh.
So this is flexible metal, bukannya whip with a blade.
Yeah.
End to end. So macam like,
Yeah.
ni teknologi mana?
Oh.
I mean the animation is great. Dia punya
Yeah.
the flow and everything. You can see the fact that the edge punya part is the pink side, and all of it is always facing the same direction or towards the enemy. Cuma just like the rest of the swordsmith, siapa buat pedang tu? Macam mana boleh jadi macam tu? Is it our swordsmith master ke yang buat? So it's something that you do not see in real life. So you macam like, it's so very completely different lah. I mean, I did like the whole fighting scene and all that. Cuma the surprise because this is the first time you have a sword that is not really
a real sword
in real life new design kan.
And despite the fact, sorry.
Azal tak apa? Kudo.
No, I was just going to say quickly je lah. Despite the fact this is episode 5 and we've got 2 more episodes, she's not. We've not seen her in action proper yet. I mean, she is in action, but we'll see. There's more to come. Sorry.
Actually, the sword though is actually ada inspiration from real life punya. Actually, in India, there is a sword that is flexible like that. So it's not that. I mean, obviously you it's not that new, but obviously it's not gonna be yang like this lah. Dia panjang gila. Or I don't know, I think this is dramatic effect lah, dia panjang ni kan. You know, panjang. And I like how during the Taisho secrets yang towards the end tu, macam Tanjiro tanya, how did they put the sword back into the scabbard? Macam ni. Think macam tak terjawab soalan tu, which is macam we're not gonna give you an answer, but we're gonna entertain the question by not answering that question.
I'm gonna be looking forward to how they're gonna like force that into real one, because we know because Kudo pun dah pergi kan yang apa Demon Slayer punya exhibition tu, because there's a section
pedang tu tak ada.
Tak ada. Of course lah, belum sampai lagi sebab baru ada Shinobu dengan Gyu punya pedang.
Yep.
So I'm going to be looking forward to how they're going to forge that in real life though.
Yeah, but it was very, 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 very nice. It ended 2 weeks ago. To anybody who missed it, it was 50 ringgit lah. And then a lot of people yang a bit frustrated with the exhibition pergi awal macam when it first opened.
Yeah, like me. I go morning session.
And then ramai gila orang.
You mean that? Okay.
So I went like, I don't know, in the 3rd month, pergi hari orang pergi kerja, sekolah.
Yes. Tak ada orang.
Yes. Balik pergi depan, posing 10 minit.
Yes.
Bapak kita punya Indonesia.
Macam kita betul. Dah lah pergi morning session on Wednesday. So no one was there, I gotta enjoy like dah lah sebab because I went solo, so no one wants to macam ada orang tolong ambil gambar kan, so I interact most of the time because tak ada orang pun, so I interact with the crew and everything. So dia cakap actually kan, when you are very, bila I cakap dengan dia pasal like Demon Slayer tu, macam I dah pernah pergi sebelum ni, padahal tak pernah pergi lagi macam because I'm like big friend kan. So dia cakap you are actually quite lucky in a sense where you didn't even spoil yourself with like what's going on with the exhibition, and then you go to the exhibition and then time tu tak ada orang. So I feel like very much lucky lah in that sense. hopefully diorang ada sambung lagi lah, ataupun they gonna, I think they already finished with the exhibition and then they're gonna, I hope they're gonna come back with more local punya souvenirs and whatnot.
Are we losing Shaz and
Are we losing?
I just nak tambah maybe for the Mitsuri part, the only criticism about yang ni is that I wanted everyone to experience the whip sword in the episode. I tak berapa gemar dia tunjuk benda tu in the opening. I just like,
actually kan, dia kenapa tak buat macam dalam first season kan? You remember masa dia reveal the HASHIRA kan? First macam nampak silhouette je. So finally when we come to the HASHIRA meeting, baru dia reveal all the lineup of HASHIRA. For me kan, I think sangat spoil tau. Especially I'm the one yang, we don't skip introduction in this house, okay? So I bilang macam, kenapa awal sangat kau reveal pedang tu? Sebab for the first 5 episode kan we talk about Mitsuri nanti jangan lupa jumpa dengan you punya Swordsmith pasal cakap pasal pedang. Dia sepatutnya jadi height of the reveal tau. Ada dalam sequence.
I wanted people to macam, oh my god, is that the sword? Macam tak.
Dah tengok the sequence. Tak surprise. Oh well.
That's the only criticism lah, but yeah.
I actually have that same Nina juga.
Sorry tadi saya sekejap tadi nak, I wanted to take this earlier on, just a kind of a bit of a flex. I bought this on from CD Japan. It's a bunch of Gengar for Gengar for the Mugen Train film.
I see. Mugen Train
so it's really nice.
I ada Jujutsu Kaisen tapi macam several pages je nampak. Tu yang macam very ni lah, very
this one quite
inspired to be animator.
So ni beli dekat you Photable ada bookshop.
Yeah.
So
holy.
So basically
you remember ni kena display kan dekat dalam exhibition tu? Ada display dekat sikit-sikit lah.
Banyak dekat sana tapi you are not allowed to take pictures of it.
Yes.
So, but it's of no consequence. Benda dia tu kalau boleh tengok kat internet pun. And a lot of the animators have their own Twitter. Sorry. I sekejap kita pergi sekejap. Tadi. So okay. Actually, my next question is along the lines of how I was talking about Hantengu and his 4 incarnations at the moment. Now we're going off to our fish friend here, Yoko. Fish friend. Actually, there's a ubat pewangi nyawa nama Fisherman's Friend, but that's another thing. Gyoko dan pasu-pasunya. Pendapat anda tentang personality Apamun 5 ni since Arif is back. You got any opinions on Gyoko thus far, on what this demon is like, this character?
Gyoko for me daripada awal lagi memang macam menyampah lah, seriously, because dia memang our level,
but then we'll see why. We can see why later on.
We can see why later on. Tapi I don't really have much to say other than I just despise the character. Tapi dia punya pembawaan macam quite nice lah for me. Itu je. Tak ada banyak nak cakap pasal Gyoko as a character. Sebab nanti baru nampak kan dia punya kat sini tak nampak sangat.
Arif, you got any thoughts on our fishy friend?
Dia Gyoko ni, from apa yang kita ada sekarang, dia punya character archetype is the artistic guy who loves art.
Yes.
Everything is gonna be art. Tapi I think dia a bit shallow sebab like we said, this is episode 5 kan? Episode 5 dia draggy sampaikan tak ada development on the demon character
on the
wise
demon.
In depth sangat.
True. That's why.
Episode 6 dengan 7 baru ada. So we will be seeing more dia punya motivations and everything, but I don't think dia kita tak nampak lagi lah potensi dia. So that's why
the only part yang I remember Gyoko punya yang macam like detail on his character masa dia cakap dengan Doma tau. Aku bagi kau pasu tu bukannya nak letak kepala orang. Itu je. Itu je yang we don't have enough like itu je. Okay.
I think one comment obviously alluding from what we've had discussed thus far. I think just to connect back dengan a lot of our impression of the dragginess of this season, I think it's due to the content or how are they going to lay it out to us in a in a palatable way.
The next couple of episodes.
Kan? Dia nak not just episode tau, dia macam everything, macam satu macam I was thinking if we had to fight these 4 demons, two separate high-powered demons in an environment that's bigger, perhaps in a city that has a palace, that's got a dungeon, ni kita dalam hutan, bosan hutan, tak ada apa, and then dalam tu lah kita nak ada backstory of this new characters kita jumpa, and then dah lah pula dia punya demon tu, Allah, dia macam ni pula nak tahu dia punya dia perangai dia macam ni, pasal sifat dia macam ni, pasal sejarah dia. So bukan tak penting, tapi macam wow, you got to put all this, man. I mean, as I said again, I'll reiterate again, even reading the manga was painful. I mean, bukan painful, bukan tak sedap, dia macam that took a bit of an effort.
Yes, I do agree with that too. While reading the manga.
Shaz, you just came on just now. Basically, the question was about Gyoko in general at this stage. What's your opinion on this demon yang
Gyoko pasu ni?
Gyoko pasu.
Dia even up to the current episode pun he's not very well developed. Macam Arif kata, he seems to be dia artist and dia macam perfectionist, tapi dia very twisted in the sense that he has no limits to what he considers art. So over time, I think he started probably as a potter yang buat vase and all that, but he began to realize there's only so much you can do with art that is not living.
Oh God, you just reminded me. Remember that piece of art he was demonstrating?
Oh yeah, that was
brutal.
That was cruel.
That was distasteful. I'm like,
that's why when you consider that the fish were part of his art, to him living creatures is the next form of art. Because you can only do so much with static objects yang tak bergerak,
which is very in character for the archetype lah. Kalau tengok all the artistic style from other mangas ke apa kan, ini je aku boleh buat, next is benda hidup, that's my new masterpiece.
That's when they lose their morality, and that is when dia punya they want to create art that is beyond, or rather moving into the realm of living art, and tends to not care about pain and suffering, or the pain and suffering itself becomes part of the art. Arif mentioned that it is a common trope dalam anime and manga, and part of the reason he probably took the offer to become a demon is the fact that, you say I can live forever now, so I can continue to make more art as I grow along. And you mean I can eat the people now to make more art? So macam like, what have I to lose? I have nothing to lose. So I said,
funny you mentioned living art. I'm not trying to cast aspersions, but this does exist in Japan. You need to look it up. There's a particular type of cuisine in which they do display. It's not for the faint-hearted lah. Aku tak ingat nama dia apa. Macam ni je lah. Dia boleh serve ikan mentah, dan masak. Tapi ikan tu masa atas pinggan masih bergerak.
Oh my God.
So because they have shown ada kat YouTube they are so good in siang ikan, retaining the neural connections in the spine of the fish. Isi ikan semua gone, ada ekor, sirip, kepala, dia bobor balik ikan tu dalam air, ikan tu berenang. Okay, they've done this with frogs or whatever. So there's a name for this type of food. Basically, aku kalau pergi kedai makan pun aku tak akan tangkap my own fish to be eaten or choose. I'm a hypocritical animal lover. Aku nak lobster tu. I don't want to know. Just get me a lobster. I don't want to know. I don't want to see. I want to eat it. But aku tak akan tangkap ikan tu. Let alone macam ni. Let alone macam ni. Macam ikan tu boleh bergerak lagi.
We did it in Singapore though. There's a place in Singapore you can go untuk tangkap udang sendiri, and then at that point I was like, can I just tangkap but not eat it? I don't know. I cannot do that.
To everyone that I've done something despicable as well. But for me, because binatang tu tak ada kepala, tak ada muka, so I did. But my friend was disgusted the fact I did it, and even gave me a little cartoon of ni lah dia orang yang makan kita punya saudara. When I was in Tokyo, I had clam, and it was still alive. Still alive.
I don't know why that sounds appetizing to me. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm hungry right now.
Nampaklah dia gerak sikit, tapi dalam mulut tak tahu.
Level of freshness.
Macam kita tengok kat Korea kan yang makan sotong. Dia dah mati tapi the neural connections are still alive. That's why it's still like pulsing electrical pulses. That's why it's still moving, and then it will still suck. Itu lain cerita. I've never tried that, but yeah, that's the only time I've eaten something that dia kata, because siapa yang pernah makan sushi dekat UK ke Malaysia ke, clam tu shape dia macam teardrop yang half red half white, yang tu dah masak tau. Dia very nama hokigai,
very chewy.
Very chewy.
That's the name, hokigai.
So to eat it betul-betul, you have to eat it fresh. It's brown, and the one I ate was alive.
First, the most important question, sedap tak?
Sedap. I'm not saying it because I was...
Sedap menghalalkan cara. Okay.
Bukan sedap. Umai.
Tapi itulah, I choose what to go. Tapi itulah, but I draw the line somewhere lah. Like, and that's another movie that I've watched. It's called Tampopo. It's a very famous Japanese film from the 80s. It got Ken Watanabe as a younger guy, as a lorry driver. Ada satu adegan dalam tu dia makan soft shell turtle tau. Unfortunately, they actually killed the turtle during the shoot. I dah lah suka binatang-binatang macam tortoise ni. Tak apa tengok forward. because diorang mana ada American Humane Association ke apa. Aku tengok.
I don't know about Semenanjung though, because in Sabah we have what do we call this, bukan school, sebab even for Christians kan ada Catholics, ada ni kan, so we have Christians, Protestants over here. So I know because of this group of Catholics bukan Christians kan, diorang makan apa je tau, because they are protesting to the fact that why, because compared to 7-day Adventists yang cerewet, yang jaga kesihatan, so diorang tak makan sembarang lah, even they don't even drink coffee. But these Catholics yang Protestant ni, dia makan apa je. So in Sabah we have this NGO yang going against, like, protect the turtles, jangan makan yang exotic punya.
Just want to correct on you, the word Protestant isn't exactly correct because kat in the West, Protestant and Catholic are totally separate. Protestant is basically what Henry VIII created so he can marry many wives. So it's the opposite.
Protestants.
So
they're on different church lah.
But that's by the by. Itulah. Sorry kepada penonton yang nak tengok kita orang cakap pasal makan benda hidup. Demon makan arnab. And the last question from this actually, I thought this was quite good. This was actually from this episode. Yes, pedang Tanjiro merah berapi dibantu Blood Demon Art Nezuko.
Yes.
Soalan saya, is this another S-pull? Atau can you just enjoy the cartoon? Who wants to go first?
Me.
Is this,
I want to go.
my soalan is Myra, is this another S-pull? Maknanya, just for fun. Atau can you just enjoy the cartoon? Okay,
Just
go ahead.
enjoy it, man.
Just
Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it, and in a sense that benda ni it's not out of nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
We are building up towards this actually.
correct point, because I feel like in this generation sebab in this generation, oh my god.
Yeah.
I think because now kita ada banyak sangat YouTube, banyak sangat reaction based blah 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 blah. Dia nak semua benda.
Aku tukar gambar je. You're still talking.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay.
Dia nak benda tu terus explain. Dia terus nak benda
Yes.
tu, okay, kenapa jadi macam ni? Sabar bodoh.
Hinokami Kagura. Hinokami Kagura. Sun Hela Dragon.
Sorry, I cannot point the other way. Okay, sorry. Sama.
And sebab apa ni, for one, pedang berapi tu dah tunjuk, like I think we've discussed, pernah discuss yang during first season dah ada pedang berapi.
Yes.
Coming from Nezuko, satu. And another thing is pedang tu berapi as in pedang tu jadi warna merah.
Yes.
The distinction here is that pedang tu merah dan pedang tu berapi sebabkan Nezuko is two different things. Nezuko tolong for now untuk merahkan. But pedang merah tu is another plot point. Dia similar to yang dia punya apa ni? Mark dekat kepala tu. Okay. This happened during second season waktu dia nak potong Gyotaro punya neck tu. Kenapa tiba-tiba berapi? Why? Is this an asshole? Guys, part of storytelling is illusion, explanation. Illusion will always catch you by surprise, make you talk. That's where the explanation comes in, makes it more tangible and also makes it more logical and makes the story going, makes sense. That's the point. Right? So chill the F down, sit, watch, theorize, and not call everything that came out suddenly an asshole. Do not call them that.
I feel like siapa yang cakap macam ni kan, dia tak tengok daripada first season. Sebab I don't know about you guys, but for me, every time I start a new season of anime, because we of course we aware kan yang there's a gap between seasons, right? But every time you to avoid like scene like macam yang point macam ni kan, you kena tengok daripada first season, just a recap. So that's why we have recap punya movie. So when you were watching, then ada reference lah orang cakap. So we are building towards this scene in particular. So daripada dia just ada pedang, and then orang pelik kenapa pedang dia hitam, and then they've been wondering about why his Nichirin blade hitam, and then dia pun sampai tanya dengan Rengoku, even at the very crucial macam point yang dia nak tanya more about his pedang pun, Rengoku just brush it off like tak apalah, nanti jadilah aku punya Suguko, which is quite discouraging at that point. It didn't happen sebab lagi pun dah lah tak ada orang yang sanggup jadi Suguko Rengoku. So and then up to the next season, kita baru tahu yang sebelum ni with the help of Nezuko dengan dia punya Blood Demon Art tu, and then dia fire up the blade for the Hinokami punya Kagura tu kan. Tapi bila dah sampai yang ni, finally dia jadi macam, for me just sit down and just enjoy scene came to life lah.
Kita kena clarify here and now lah Siapa yang tak tengok my reaction dulu in the long ago Bedah, bila pedang tu pedang berapi tu, wala best gila. Tu panelis yang kata, Syaz, pedang tu tak berapi.
So,
What? Kenapa tak berapi? What is this?
I remember that.
I'm so
Kenapa tak
sorry,
berapi?
Syaz.
I remember that. Oh my god.
Sebab the
So
person
macam
yang
apa hal ni?
the
So
person yang
kita
beritahu
ulang
benda
semula
tu.
untuk penonton baru. Semua ni cerita dongeng semua dalam kepala dia.
Yes.
So yang water breathing tu kalau dia swing macam tu,
Tak ada,
Dekat-
tak ada.
kemah berapi tu tak padam.
Ha.
Dia tak ada air keluar.
Tak ada air. Betul yang tu ada gambar.
Tak ada miss.
Pedang-pedang bunga-bunga, bunyi-bunyi
Tak
semua tu. Tak ada, you tak nampak gelombang bunyi. You dengar bunyi sikit mungkin lah, tapi tak ada lah macam
Tak,
ada.
jangan cakap pasal pedang tu. Tanjiro punya sense of smell tu. Bila dia kena visualize kan. Anak buah aku cakap tau. Bau
Tu
ada
yang-
visual ke?
Yang saya boleh nampak ada tali stup ikut buat mati. Itu semua adalah penggambaran bukannya kebenaran. So
Visual
dalam kes ni
representation.
visual representation dia sebab dia nak ajar kepada murid-murid dia over bergenerasi. Kamu bayangkan kalau kita guna teknik ni dia ganas macam api. Kalau yang lain pula, you jangan ikut kata guru tu. Dia tu gila. Dia tu guna macam, wah ganas lah konon. Tapi pedang sama je. So kita kena sejuk hati. Guna macam air tenang. Sush.
Be like
Juga
water.
semua tu. Kan? So over time, dia orang pun dia kata, aku nak switch ni keluar air ni. Demon tu mati. Okey lah ada kuasa air lah tu. Tapi tak ada sebenarnya. Tak ada api, tak ada air, tak ada angin.
Dengan ini
Cuma-
saya nak claim bahawasanya saya lah yang burstkan Syaz punya bubble.
Ya, dia punya terkejut besar sebab totally tak baca manga. Weh, dengan api guys. Syaz tak ada api. Kenapa tak ada api? Jadi, tapi this is the first time. That's why saya bila reaksi first ayat, saya cakap, finally ada api. Dipanaskan dengan Demon Blood Nezuko sampai berapi pedang tu. So like, finally ada api. Yes. Ini bukan imajinasi, ada pedang api. Sampai Demon tu cakap, weh panas weh, aku nak regenerate pun sakit weh, tak boleh.
Sebenarnya
Sebab
kan
the sword was on fire.
Masa session tahun lepas atau 2 tahun lepas aku pun ya ke anggur.
Sebab tak mention.
Dia punya rupa bentuk macam naga tu is to represent the fact that you kena move fast enough
Like a dragon.
such
Betul
that
dia.
kalau your pedang betul-betul berapi,
Dia akan
tiba-tiba you boleh bayangkan adalah naga tu. Because that is how they will teach dia punya student. Kalau you tak boleh buat rupa macam naga,
Be the naga.
that means you're not fast enough to cut 2-3 orang serentak. Itu je dia buat perumpamaan.
I think yang orang cakap ni juga coming from Rurouni Kenshin kot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kenshin pun banyak mengarut kot. I watch the original season.
Okay, sekejap. So, sebagai panel, what are we agreeing to now? That what we've spoken about 2 years ago was bollocks, or there is actual fire and water, or what?
There is no, okay. Breathing styles,
Yes,
there's not
okay,
the visualization,
okay,
hanyalah
faham.
visualization.
Okay, faham.
Okay.
Tu faham.
But the fire in this scene, it exists. However, the fire is special because we need to remember fire Nezuko only hurts demon and not humans.
Okay.
Yes.
Next question to you. Is that canonical fact, or did you just make that up?
That's canonical.
Canonical.
Yes.
Okay, I need to see
Proof.
a source.
Proof in season 2 ending where Nezuko bakar people yang towards the end dah habis dah lawan dia habis dah mati.
Nah, itu faham. Itu I'm not gonna deny. But the original conjecture that when people play with water, you don't see the water, or when people play with mist, you don't see the mist.
Alamak, kat mana dia macam mana sebab the explanation is that those are all kenjutsu and not actual ninjutsu. It's like it's like macam mana kata, all those anime macam first form, waterfall crashing. Padahal it's just that dia swing very hard ala-ala waterfall. Something
that's
like
what, that's what I was agree. Macam ni lah, aku nak adopt pemikiran minda abad ke-21.
Citation, peer review.
Dekad ke-20. Tak, bukan peer review. Awak nak percaya apa, percayalah. Aku woke.
Saya boleh bagi,
I think that's water.
kita boleh bagi contoh yang lagi bagus. Kita tolak tepi dulu Demon Slayer ni. Kita tengok two sports animes, Kuroko no Basket dengan Prince of
I know
Tennis.
you gonna mention Kuroko no Basket. Okay, good.
Yeah. Dia baling 3-pointer tu tak ada hijau bang dalam real life, tak ada. Dia pass bola tu tak ada macam kilat zoom belum.
Macam mana kau tahu?
Orang semua terkejut bola boleh terbang, tak ada. Dia baling kat belakang badan dia ada aura, tak ada. It's not there. Masa dia pergi dia punya what is dia punya form tu bila dia go dia akan masuk, you will go into the zone. Yes, mata you tak keluar kilat bang, tak ada. Dalam tenis ada one character, Prince of Tennis tu ada satu karakter. Dia gunakan a skill set of 4 abilities. Nama dia Furin Kazan. Swift as the wind, silent as the forest, strong as the mountain, angry like fire. Tak ada api keluar masa dia main tenis tu. Teknik semua tu kita boleh tengok Roger Federer, kita boleh tengok Nadal. Banyak teknik yang sama. Tak ada api keluar, tak ada kilat, tak ada apa.
Aku tak nak api tengok tenis betul lah. Aku tak nak tengok kartun.
But that was the representation lah. Dia pukul bola tu laju gila, umpama keluar angin. Wush. Lepas tu bola dah sampai corner. Dia dah tak sempat ambil. Dah masuk.
Imagine kan all these kids going to Disneyland. Betul Syaz explain sebelum masuk Disneyland. Sebenarnya ada orang akan die on your own. Tak ada. But anyway,
nanti monster keluar tak ada api itu bukan api Ini api bukan real api.
Okay. Mari kita tengok. Apa ni? Banyak je. Tadi kita waalaikumsalam kepada Afi Keju.
Dia jawab soalan dia tadi.
Tapi just to reiterate. Kamarul Arifin H third form AR15. Oh ni yang American breathing.
Aku
dia guna shotgun bang.
Aku sebenarnya ada satu, I don't know. Should I make this joke? Should I not make this joke? I'm gonna make
buat je.
Make it. Ada kita semua cakap. Dia cakap
American breathing, fourth form, school emergency. Fourth of July.
Love breathing. I hope benda ni tak viral. Kalau suddenly view video ni 15 juta, aku tahu lah pasal. Aku akan hand my resignation to Nick. Thanks, it's been nice knowing you guys.
I'll be banned.
Aku sekarang nak pergi Al-Azhar buat PhD. Okay, so category love breathing dengan sambungan dia Mitsuri love breathing. Okay, yes. I love Mitsuri too.
Dia kill with love.
Saya otaku. Waktu paling epic dia orang Hashira dapat mark macam Tanjiro. Yes. Okay. Category again, koi fish. Okay, yeah, it does look like koi. Demon Pasu ni macam tak ada karakter lah.
At this point. Until this point.
Tapi yeah, it'll be a spoiler, but there's something about this demon compared to Hantengu that we don't get to know in the end. If I remember it correctly lah. Nasi goreng. Saya enjoy je pasal makanan ni sambil buat kerja dan layan korang cakap pasal benda lain selain topik asal. Okay.
Chill je.
Lama pun nak nasi goreng bang.
Kategori. Tapi pelik tak ada tali yang keluar sebab selalu dia tengok tali tu. Ikan dia ada skill baru yang boleh bau apa, smell it instead of seeing it. Kamera
yang tali, yang patah balik yang tali tu.
Ni. Yang tali. I think sebab I think sebab tu.
Dia boleh visualize the weakness.
Tapi
That one is a visualization. Dia dah nampak the opening when fighting these enemies.
No.
So dalam case ni,
sorry, go ahead.
So dalam case ni, there is too many chaos going on. It's not a 1v1 fight anymore. He cannot see the line.
Yeah.
He's too panicking trying to survive.
Start dari ni lagi kan, dari Gyutaro lagi.
Tapi Syaz,
every time dia bunyi dia akan tekan.
There was something I alluded to in the second episode just now. Masa dia train dengan the patung, kan dia pengsan kan. Masa dia pengsan tu, he got to learn that he has to use his smell to, because the tali thing will not work.
Yeah, to anticipate the movement.
Because the patong has 6 swords and that kind of thing, you can easily cut the link for him to do the final cut. That's why he finally got to do decapitated the patong, because he didn't use the tali technique anymore. He used a smell.
Yeah.
So that's how he got to decapitate the patong and to get the old sword. So that's why in the later fights in this season, tak nampak dia pakai benang tu lagi dah.
Yeah, I think, and also benang tu is not that dia before dia nak buat breathing. It's more like benang tu, okay, this hit is going to be the
opening.
The opening and okay, the threat of death basically lah.
Yes.
Dan benang pun dia belajar masa dekat awal-awal lagi kan, masa bola batu tu. So basically that's his basic skill, but obviously he's got one out lah. Kamaru Arifin sama macam Sting like a bee, Muhammad Ali tak nampak pun lebah kat situ. Yes. Tapi itu dia cakap pasal dia punya sakit dia. Pernah kena tumbuk Muhammad Ali tak? Sakit tak ada. Kidding. Anyway, right. So we compared the manga work, and kita sekarang go on to the next episode. Episode kita ke-6. Yes. Episode 6 on to doing HASHIRA ni namun Genya pun itu palang semua. Namun Tanjiro tak berperangai jadi dan berlaku benar pandangan tentang serangan dalam bentuk berkumpulan. I think they started to change the tactic to work together. Especially and despite the fact that nampak the Mamat ni, was there anything that he did that made Tanjiro tahu yang dia ni bukan demon macam hilang? I mean macam Nezuko pun demon juga, but at least he can see why he's anyway.
Ni memang first revelation.
Yeah.
This is the first revelation of Genya punya appearance as a demon in his demon form, I would say. So dekat sini kita finally pelik kenapa dia ni jenis yang, kenapa dia tak makan sekali, kenapa nak mandi sekali pun tak boleh.
Kenapa
we finally
gigi
get it. Kenapa itulah kenapa gigi
kan, sebab demons don't need food.
Yes, actually.
And
they need food, but dia tak boleh makan macam biasa lah.
And I think there's another point yang nak kena, this is like similar to how me telling the breathing tak ada api. This is me telling yang dia sebenarnya based on interaction and things yang dia cakap throughout the episode, dia bukan demon. He is not a demon. Dia macam cakap, I only have enough reserve for blah 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 blah, implying yang dia benda ni temporary saja and dia akan revert balik. How benda tu jadi, we still don't know how dia punya explanation.
Yeah, itulah aku pun tengah ingat juga. I don't think I will know why he can do this.
Kenapa dia buat?
Kenapa dia boleh ada ability ni? Because I'm talking about from the future. I've read the manga, so habis, so we do not know.
Technically we don't.
Tak ada. Dia pun macam satu loophole yang kita just accept je the reason kenapa, how dia gain this ability, tapi tak ada story. Because I check, because I was curious juga at some point, bila pula dia start, bila pula dia jadi macam ni, what was the reason, the trigger. Tapi yang so far yang yang based on what he said je, dia cakap dia nak jadi next HASHIRA. So sebab aku tak ada ability, tak ada breathing ability. So dia macam main apa je dia grasp je, apa je yang aku boleh buat untuk up my skill. So if the next thing to go is becoming a partial demon ke, so yeah, dia buat je.
Okay, so anybody else want to add anything?
Just nak tambah, I think people might not realise yang sebenarnya dia ni adalah anak murid one of the HASHIRA. Kalau korang ingat betul-betul.
Dia Suguko.
There is one scene, I think in the Infinity Train arc yang menunjukkan dia cikgu dia siapa.
Masa berita Rengoku mati.
Yes.
Dia tunjuk
dia dekat siapa?
Kita cakap pun tak kisah because
it's already vision kan.
Stone HASHIRA yang buta. Shaz, got anything to add about Genya's ability, demon-like ability, demonic ability?
I thought dia punya ability was explained fully in the next in the latest episode. Dia punya family ties dia.
Tak ada, origin je.
Itu nak tunjuk why they
backstory je.
Itu backstory dia je.
Backstory je, tak ada.
I don't think that was the reason why he became like that.
Tak ada.
So dia bukan hereditary lah?
Bukan.
But
that's a good theory crafting though.
Yeah, because
when you think about it.
Because actually since we are talking about that, but I'm just going to go on straight to the next bit lah. Kisah hidup Genya dan abangnya sana ni. Cukup menyayat hati. This I had to screen grab 2 kali because they pan. Aku semangat rajin. They pan the camera downwards and beautiful ikut the what you call it, manga. Anyway, shoot, anybody wants to go about kisah menyayat hati keluarga. This was actually quite sad lah in my opinion because
I think the one of the prerequisite of entering Demon Slayer Core ni is that you must have very, very severe trauma.
So
they need to have you know what HASHIRA they need other than all the love inside HASHIRA? Therapy HASHIRA. Macam you guys need therapy. So
tak payah sebab dah ada Ubuyashiki Kagaya, dah tak payah, sebab itu yang the gift for Ubuyashiki. Dia dengar je soothing je. Suara apa ni? He is the therapist in the whole Demon Slayer Core.
That sounds about right actually. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Sedap je suara dia.
I thought this was quite sad. I mean the fact that tapi itulah the saddest thing was that the Genya tak ada chance nak bagi tahu abang dia maaf. Tapi I thought at the end of it agaknya mungkin dia yang at the end of the episode bukannya season lain ke apa. Dia jalan sekali dia macam dia senyum. Tu aku ingat pasal tak cakap kat abang dia minta maaf. Aku tak tahu pasal.
Tak, itu dia flashback.
That was a flashback before the scene.
Before the killing.
Oh damn it, flashback dalam flashback.
Tak ada scar. Flashback dalam flashback.
Oh, itu lagu Dhamma Sutra. Umpama mimpi dalam mimpi.
Oh my god, lagu orang tua weh.
No idea.
Kau tahu kan tadi.
Itulah aku cakap lagu orang tua.
Saya tak tahu lagu apa.
Saya pun tak tahu.
Kau tak tahu. I will find your ladies. Maju.
Tapi for me when it comes to this scene kan yang the masa nampak Sanemi just realised that he just killed his own mother. Sebab yang ni I don't know, masa tengok ni kan I have this feeling yang what if Tanjiro punya story come out like this juga. So I'm like lagi menyayat hati. I'm like betul. So Tanjiro punya story could have gone this way, but tak, dia nak selamatkan Nezuko juga. Ya. Tapi I feel so much lah sebab dah lah sebab perasan did we pass the point yang siapa cakap dengan belum lagi kan Tanjiro cakap dengan Genya pasal Nezuko kan?
Belum.
Itu next episode. So sad. Tak tahulah, I tak tahu. Banyak sebab most of the time kita tak ada backstory of Demon Core Slayer. Dia banyak backstory Demon kan. I think this is the first time kan kita ada backstory of Demon Slayer. Yang core member.
This is the first one lah.
Yang betul-betul punya. Macam adalah juga Kanao kan. Kanao. Tapi dia tak adalah macam sedih betul.
Yang dia beli.
Pasal coin. Dia kena beli. Tapi yang ni memang betul-betul macam origin story. Tapi itulah sayang kan tak sampai part yang dia reveal when did he start becoming a demon. Or part-time demon.
The real question for me for this scene or rather this entire backstory is the timeline antara mak dia jadi demon. Was it after at some point she kena napped by another demon like, kau mak anak ramai kan, aku bagi sikit, bagi kau jadi gila, become a demon? Or was she always a latent demon? Because the kids were asking, mak has never come back this late before, dah nak subuh.
Aku rasa maknanya
malam tu mak dia kena attack.
Malam tu mak dia jadi.
Mak dia kena attack malam tu. Sebab ada kan siapa kan Genya yang narrate the story kan. Dia cakap tapi malam tu dia kena attack and then power jugalah Sanemi pergi tu.
He actually said that. Macam
ada dia mention.
So I think that dia macam cerita Tanjiro punya family juga lah. Dia tiba-tiba
it's a pure tragedy lah.
It's a pure
Dah
tragedy.
tinggal 2 juga. Sekali mati 4 tau. I'm like dah lah visual gila kan.
You know what was one of the saddest part is the reason why Genya hidup is because dia tengah dokong adik dia. So adik dia in a sense dia crucial.
Dia youngest adik save him.
In a sense dia dapat scratch sebab yelah in terms of distance dia yang kena badan adik dia, so dia kena
sini je.
So you can in a way you can forgive him for being an asshole lah. In a sense like anyone could have been an asshole with that backstory.
Just to ni I'll just quickly read. So dia kata mother hasn't come home. Is she alright? Betul, it's alright. Sanemi went to look for her, but she's never been this late before. It's nearly dawn. It's okay. You must be tired. Sleep. When you wake up, mother and Sanemi will have returned. Betul dengar pintu mak dia setan buka pintu, berdarah, semua orang mati. They didn't know what it was. Genya didn't know what it was. An animal, a wild dog, a wolf. Okami kan dia kata, it's dark, I can't pass. Genya ran when so Sanemi took the mother on his and brought her out and killed her, and then the sun came up.
Time tu baru dia nampak, bukannya werewolf ke apa. Sebenarnya mak dia.
Lepas tu baru dia realise.
Abang Genya ni jadi Hashira ke in the end?
Win Hashira.
Bukan in the end. Sekarang from the beginning memang Shinazugawa Sanemi tu Hashira.
Yang tikam
Sanemi, yang tikam Nezuko tu. Yang ada dia bait, dia potong sikit, come get the blood. Yang titik atas Nezuko punya box tu dalam first season.
That explains a lot lah kenapa dia bengong. Kenapa that trauma was so huge. So basically we got a double backstory lah ni.
Yes. Mungkin that's why the reason dia macam bengang juga dengan Nezuko dengan Tanjiro juga. Dia macam this way too close. So
Kenapa aku tak dapat tu? Dia macam kenapa aku dengan abang aku tak macam tu?
Mati, why did I have to kill my mom but you get to live? Like,
and get a good albeit twisted relationship with your sister. Macam tu.
Lepas tu semua orang kata dia bagus. Kepala bana kau aku dah marah tadi.
And dia punya benci kat demon tu. I feel like he hates the demon among the Hashira the most tu. Indiscriminately hate.
Anyway, we've got just a couple of comments from chat. Not too sure what. Episod 6 yang episod ganyan jadi Swiss cheese tu kan? Yes. Maybe dia jadi macam tu sebab dia consume demon. Yes, because when he ate demon yang dia decapitate, yang dia tikam tu, he was drinking the blood so that he get some
Power.
Regenerative power. That's why he could get holes in his body and yet survive. That is correct, Kamarul. Okay, kita ke episod yang
Boleh tak?
terakhir. Right. Awful villain. Macam apa? Dia penjahat. Aku ni. Itulah awful villain. Have you seen the knife? Anyway, pedang berapi Tanjiro ke sasaran, namun munculnya gabungan empat itu tadi menjadi
Kudo, dekat sikit. Very muffled lah, tak tahu kenapa.
is it better now?
It's like, no, not really.
Itulah pasal tadi aku,
Okay.
how is it now? How is it
It
now?
always happens whenever you switch to a different segment. Dia macam audio tu dia macam
Okay. Anyway, sambung balik. Okay, episod ke-7, Awful Villain atau Goku Rakunen. So, pedang berapi Tanjiro kena sasaran, namun munculnya gabungan 4 ekor Satan tadi menjadi this guy. So, Hakuten. Anyway, just a quick trivia. His voice by Yamadera Koichi, aka Spike Spiegel, Cowboy Bebop. So dia ni is a veteran lah. Tapi he didn't sound old, I think.
very budak-budak, very teenager punya voice.
Yeah, that was one. What I think his other voice was Briarios from Appleseed, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he's famous for being Spike Spiegel.
I've not heard the name Appleseed in a while.
not Netflix obviously. So adakah anda bersetuju dengan reaksi satu ayat dan dari most of us tentang kelenguhan? Because when you think it's done now, you've got to contend with this fella now dengan code name dia Hatred. Siapa yang bermula? Syaz?
Oh, this is my favorite part of the review actually.
Go.
Kalau kita tengok the original 4 emotions that was reviewed.
Yeah. Yes.
Those were very human, intense human emotions. And the 5th, the small guy, which is fear, helps to keep a lot of those emotions in check. Because if you fear, you become too angry, you might cause a lot of problems. If you fear indulging too much in sorrow, you will learn to okay, I need to stop feeling sad for myself. And so sama juga dengan joy and pleasure. Kalau you indulge too much, if you don't have the fear, you will take it to extreme levels of hedonism lah. Benda yang kau dah tak ada batasan tau. Kau dah tak takut. Why should I care? I can do whatever I want. So the lack of fear is represented or rather is required in a person so that there will be certain limitations in them. Because you fear to go beyond a certain point of human decency. So, what does it have to do dengan hatred? Hatred tu I feel is very interesting because kita tengok dialog dia bila dia cakap dengan Tanjiro, korang ni semua villain.
Yes.
Korang ni semua jahat. So he is actually a very strong character yang bagus masa dia hidup. Someone who believe in control, in kita tak boleh nak go over our boundaries and everything. He has to have self-conscious. Dia percaya that you cannot have too much anger, you cannot have a lot of this, so you must be able to control yourself. So I imagine masa dia human dulu, he managed to control all these emotions, including fear. So he became a very centered person. He believed in justice. He believed in the things that make someone kita tengok, wah, dia ni orang yang sangat bagus, orang yang sangat mulia. So mungkin the demon that corrupted him saw this, captured him and then removed dia punya fear tau. So when he removed the fear, he become very indulgent in all of these aspects. And bila his sense of justice becomes twisted, it becomes a form of hatred, because to the demons, justice is hatred. Hatred is a form of justice against the humankind, because the humankind menjahadamkan the demonkind. So he took a very orang yang sangat mulia and remove the fear from him as the fifth character, so that all of his thoughts and emotions ni now dah tanpa kawalan of the fear of becoming melampaui batas. So he became the corrupted version of what he was in demon punya form. It's so well written in my opinion lah. Macam like, wow, he managed to twist such a morally good person, highly religious person, to become such a twisted version of the in demon form by removing the fear from him.
My question is though, like on your point kan, if that is true, then I'm actually been wondering for quite a while the reason, because all these 5 characters sandwiched into one, and then being masked, like being housed within Hantengu kan. So it's just that I've been wondering for quite a while, even when I was reading the manga as well, why is it fear is the one yang dekat luar, everything is housed within?
Okay, yes, yeah. Before anybody respond, Kamera, are you up to date or are you finished the manga?
Yeah, I finished already.
You finished sampai habis So you
macam aku terskip ke this part?
Atau you macam I dengan Pak Arif dah baca habis lah?
I baca habis.
Oh, you baca habis. Okay, Syaz tak baca langsung. So he's an anime only. So his theorization is fine as far as he's concerned. But already in the next episode or 2 or 3, we'll know the backstory to Hantengu.
Ya ke?
So
we shall see.
I'm gonna go we shall see. I'm not gonna go you are wrong, you are right. Apa ke? Kita tengok lah. Tapi we will see it. And also it will also answer Myra's question, because I think it's quite obvious. Bila you tengok dia punya backstory, you go like, oh patutlah dia macam ni. In my opinion lah. Dia punya flashback dia tak macam cerita orang lain ada cerita tau, macam episode macam the demon apa Moon 6 ada linear story. Ni tak, dia macam series of flashbacks tapi tema dia sama. And then ada satu tema yang really predominant compared to other ni, and you will see why Hantengu is the way that he is in demon form.
So hopefully
this will be very interesting. Tengok how far my theory is.
Volume berapa agak-agak?
Tak, by tonight ke? No. It'll be probably last episode. Tak last episode pun, second last. So it'll be 8 tonight. So that's going to be 9, 10, 11 lagi. So we got 4 episodes. Tonight is cerita back.
Malam ni Muichiro.
Muichiro backstory.
Yeah.
The Mu in Muichiro.
Yes. I love that.
Ini menyimpang. Dulu aku kononnya pandai lah. Kononnya lah pergi restoran Siam. Mu. Udah lah ni lembu kot.
In Muichiro jap.
So
Mu, the character. Kan nama dia Ichiro. Tapi depan tu ada Mu. Muichiro.
Infinity.
Okay, belum keluar lagi on Malaysia next week. I thought dah keluar. That was the
Belum.
Crunchyroll pun I just check belum keluar lagi.
Dia lambat lah. I don't know why. Sometimes kadang-kadang sampai malam pun, our UK time malam, dah siang kat Jepun pun tak tunjuk lagi Kanjiro. So kadang-kadang aku biarlah, tengok subuh esok ke, tak kisahlah. Tapi Mu cakap siam mean pork. So jangan pandai-pandai. Tak, because aku buka menu kan. Oh ni part prik daging ni. No, that's pork. Oh, bukan mu atau mu. Anyway. Pandai-pandai je apply knowledge ni ke bahasa orang lain. Okay, so right. Yes, so we've spoken about this guy yang quite strong. Strong he is with the force. Gyoko kemudian menjadi muskil. Now back to the other fight melihat ke dalam bengkel hanya untuk melihat Hanazuka Sado tengah asyik menajamkan pedang antik jumpaan Tanjiro. Adakah pandangan anda terhadap Gyoko dan Hanazuka berubah apabila menonton adegan ini? I think I did ask earlier on what you guys think of him. I think about these two characters, whether or not there's anything else that is seen in this bit of the episode yang make you have other points to add to characteristic kedua watak ni. Anybody got any thoughts?
Shazilo.
Syaz dulu.
Actually these both scenes made me like go like okay. Like the polishing of the sword to the point where he hilang attention to the rest of the world is something which is not humanly possible. Tapi since this is a story about api yang tak wujud dan demon, so kita boleh terima lah. There is something like, wow, this is godlike level of focus. Sakit pun tak rasa. I hope it becomes a good sword lah in the future. But the part of the anime, this episode that annoyed me was actually this part. Just because you got additional oxygen, tiba-tiba kau punya tenaga macam wow, 1000 kali ganda.
Tapi kan why not? Because he probably had so little oxygen when he got stuck into that thing. Tak ke?
Betul, but the thing is he tried it when he first kena captured and it did not cut anything.
But he used a different move though.
Tak, yang tu dia guna his last breath. I got one more breath to try.
And the other did one attack, and then with the last breath baru he tried with the sword. So his very first attack tu pun tak silap, memang tak jadi. So dia macam like second hand oxygen gave you so much more energy that a similar move managed to break it. So macam like tak bestnya. I was hoping actually that the kid and the sword punya blades connected at some point so that dia punya tension dia tak boleh nak kembung keluar, dia tak boleh kembung ke dalam, so it snap somehow, then the thing burst with water come out. But that was my expectation lah. Dari segi style memang this is better lah, of course. Cuma macam like alah, that was like anticlimacticnya. I thought the kid would actually help to burst the bubble sekali through power of friendship and cooperation.
Mana boleh, sedangkan Hashira pun tak boleh nak cucuk. Macam mana pula Kotetsu yang kecil tu boleh cucuk?
That's the thing. That would have been interesting because then it will show that the weakness of that ability is cooperation. And that is why he always attacks people to the point where he always captures orang. That kind of thing. You
could argue that him giving the oxygen is your cooperation.
For me, dia kalau anticlimactic tu for me tak adalah. For me it's more like kind of like gripping juga, sebab did he make it or he's not gonna make it. Kalau siapa yang anime only lah. Tapi for me it's just sebab kita kan the whole theme kan breathing. So kalau macam in my head also of course lah, kenapa tak surface tension, satu ni. Itu
something like that.
Something like that. Tapi ini Demon Slayer, so of course it has to do with breathing, especially breathing life into someone yang almost die. So in a sense that kalau kan dia balik back to reference dengan Tanjiro cakap, kalau kau tolong orang, nanti orang tu akan tolong kau balik. So that's Kotetsu punya answer to that.
And also sebab
Jangan.
and also I think sebab time tu motivation dia lagi tinggi kot.
Sebab he's already given up his last breath. So I feel like it's only appropriate kalau betul dia terima the what is that?
Topi apa tu?
Sebagai peminat tegar kepada komentari dari Cik Mira, saya bagikan rating 29/10. Terima kasih. I wear this masa I review Fast and Furious. So this is my I sangat peminat punya ni. So that comment, that response was so good, I had to bring the hat out.
Oh, which comment?
The one that you just said.
The whole thing is the power of breathing. When things come back, I'll tell
Syaz akan pakai topi tu kalau forward dia setuju. Kalau terbalik
topi from Fast and Furious punya era. So like, yes, it's so good.
Tu topi John Cena tu.
Yes, topi John Cena.
Okay, cool. So okay. So yeah, that's my point.
That was a great point. I completely didn't see it that way. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts on this?
I think it's just part yang story belah Muichiro ni lah yang I rasa paling draggy lah out of all the dragginess.
Yeah.
Sebab I think I caught myself thinking, lah tak habis-habis lagi ke Muichiro ni?
It's like you're right. It's like 4 episodes or some shit. Kan?
Banyak nafas budak ni lah. But I can see yang dia ni kan. And then the moment where dia has that flashback dengan dia punya bapak tu, it's a nice illusion lah, macam how the dad is resembling
Tanjiro.
And then kat situ dia punya semangat dia lagi kuat, and how dia finally dapat burst out of the bubble lah. So that's nice. Dia menunjukkan to being a warrior ni is you need passion juga lah, you need emotion.
The thing is we will see tonight, obviously in episode 8 more of the story. Tapi dalam manga macam pendek tau cerita mak ayah dia. Tapi
sekejap je.
Tapi nanti kat harapan nanti I will put this gambar pretty much talking about what Arif had mentioned. Okay, let's got a couple of got 6 comments. Okay, category the grade.
Buat skill naga keluar
naga betul. Okay.
Dapi tak dapi.
Kamarul Arifin H, murderous villains have
a holier than
well, don't they all? Betul. Ikan kecil tu kenapa biarkan je budak tu tiup boleh tu? Ikan tu tak pandai sangat, I think.
Because the demon tak bagi instruction to kill or to tembak anybody nearby. Sebab kita tengok those 2 fish yang tembak tu was under direct control. Kalau compare dengan fish yang lain, it's automated. Dia kena serang.
Yeah, actually sebab dia lower demon kan, dia tak ada sense
dia
of like
je pun.
dia tak ada fikirkan.
So I wouldn't call them sebenarnya. I wouldn't even call them like actual demon, but it's just apparitions juga.
Dia macam Gundam punya apa tu?
Puppet. Drone.
Apa tu yang kalau dalam UC twin ball.
Tak, Ariel punya shield kan boleh jadi kecil-kecil.
Oh, gunbits.
Okay, okay. Kategori dia ingat Jonathan Joestar ke pakai breathing macam tu. Ding.
Ni dia panggil apa? Ripple lah.
Tanjiro talk no jutsu.
Kat member dia. Nasib tak keluar Hamon. Ya Allah.
Hamon.
Tak, Jonathan Joestar dia Yelah, he's the original. Dia mana ada tak pakai stand, dia pakai hamon lah.
Hamon, which is Ripple dipanggil in English.
So anyway, so I think we've done quite well today. Wow, 2 hours 24 minutes. Kita akan ke segmen kita yang terakhir, iaitu harapan for the ending of season 3. Ya, betul. Orang pun tak pernah macam kasual kumis. I think that's how we speak. Okay lah. So, before we have a quick look at
Tak dengar.
Kudo, same thing.
Okay, testing. How is it now?
Yup, sikit, getting better.
Better?
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Sebelum kita ke discussion mengenai gambar yang alluded by panelist tadi tentang mata ayah kepada Muichiro, Tokito dan mata Tanjiro, dalam segmen harapan ni, saya punya harapan is supposed to harapan is my usual mathematics of the chapters that we've covered thus far. So up to episode 7 kita dah habis 116, chapter 116. So kita ada chapter 116 is first chapter dalam volume
14
ni.
14.
Volume ni ada 117 sampai 124. And then daripada cara penyampaian cerita ni, saya agak kita akan habis dalam chapter 128. Because kalau any later than this mungkin boleh, earlier than this tak boleh, because ada satu conclusion yang kita kena tengok lah dalam season ni. So 128 dengan 116 ada 12 chapter. So thus far saya tengok satu episod ada 3 chapter. Dia,
So just nice lah.
So 3 kali 4 12. Betul lah. So ngam-ngam kalau betul episod siapa yang ada manga ni, because kita tengok juga dalam between season 2 dengan season 3, recuperation punya scene selalunya in the next season, bukan at the end. Like so Alligator pula season nombor 4 ni, kalau kita ingat season nombor 3 ni draggy, season nombor 4 ni macam mana dia nak buat, because kata dia pendek sangat.
Ada yang cakap dorang nak buat movie je tau, macam Mugen Train juga.
Mungkin macam Mugen Train, atau
OVA.
You can still do it macam a season, tapi the earlier bit of the final season tu bolehlah juga consider part of the, because the next season is called the HASHIRA training
Training up.
Because this arc, nama-nama dia orang tak formalize lagi pun sebenarnya. Dia orang thus far orang agak quite correctly lah juga, because yang Swordsmith Village tu orang sebut juga Swordsmith Village, and that's what Ufotable called it. And anyway, harapan untuk episod lagi 4. So
I just want them to pace it properly. I don't want them to rush it. I mean, I trust them to not rush it, or if they do rush it, they make it nice. Tapi sebab I feel like that part of the arc is the most interesting part. Tapi you only have like 4 episodes. Like, don't mess it up, you know. Because my initial harapan, I think I spoke during the last tu pun, is that this season I would have liked it kalau dia make it 3/4 of this, and then 1/4 being the next arc lah. Would be more concise lah, I think. But we know we're not gonna get that, so harapan punah kat situ. But I just want the rest to be able to tell the stories of the conclusion of the arc lah. Because I feel like 4 episodes rasa macam pendek sangat lah. Macam I would say 5 episodes lah, sebab the last one consider.
Lagi satu, aku tak ingat. Okay, don't quote me. I might have misread this. Somebody did say episode 11, the last one is an hour long.
Yeah, it is, you know.
So
So it'll be like 5 episode each lah.
So it's about 5 episodes. So which can be ni lah. I mean in a way malam ni episode kalau cerita the backstory Tokito aja pun I'm not too surprised because the other
The action will be on the end, maybe.
Yeah, because but the action. Oh, boleh. No problem.
Tapi it's not as draggy as episode pijak pedal lah. My Hero Academia. Oh my god. Menangis.
I refuse to tengok.
Apa dia tadi?
Episode
Ada satu episod My Hero Academia.
and
Dia
then
Season berapa?
mengajar tapi dia tunjuk orang pijak pedal.
5.
Oh, I haven't
Yang
watched.
belajar under Endeavour. 3 orang student tu belajar under Endeavour. So to improve yourself you kena macam orang pijak pedal. You kena a bit. Lepas tu dia tunjuk orang actually bawa kereta pijak pedal. Apa benda ni weh? Why are you animating it this boringly? It could have been a separate fighting scene.
Oh.
And then it's like you bayangkan sambil dia tengah tumbuk villain kan. Tush. Bayangkan kita kena pijak pedal sikit demi sikit. Lepas tu tumbuk villain lain kan. That will be
dia
more
animate.
fun. Tapi dia animate dia orang tengah berdiri, tengah makan. Tengok orang bawa kereta tu. Tengok dia orang pijak pedal sikit demi sikit. That's how they control their car. So that's how you control your power.
So
Boringnya.
metaphorically speaking, dia a bit off lah.
Tak.
There's a better
should
way
change
of-
that scene. I mean, if that was how it was drawn in the manga it would have worked. It was one page probably lah. Satu page. Lepas tu ada bawah sini tunjuk orang pijak pedal. Lepas tu one wall of text here. But when you animate it, dia macam like, alah, dia ikut one to one ke? If this was the original design in the manga, that's a horrible scene to animate.
I see. Faham?
Sorry, Arif dah habis ke? Harapan
Dah.
next point. Okay lah, since I'm on screen now, I nak harapkan 2 benda. First, I nak tahu my teori Brazil on the combination ni Demon 4 ni, adakah like way off course ataupun memang like wow he got it spot on sampai ke Buddhist monk punya style and everything. So that will be the first harapan. I want to see a clear brief lah, what is it about. So this one you guys mentioned in the manga dah ada, so I'm looking forward to it. Kedua, I want to see the final version of Tanjiro punya sword lah, because this should be the last sword kan.
Tak.
Tak ada. There's more swords. Okay, never mind. We will see how the sword looks like lah once dia dah finally siap.
Dia macam that apa ni glasses moment.
Implied dah, actually. Dah implied dah dia punya pedang.
Tengok je lah.
Tengok je
lah.
Tengok je lah kan.
Tengok je
Just enjoy the
lah.
cartoon lah.
Macam ni je lah. Aku cakap you are half right, you are half wrong.
Oh.
Bab pedang tu. You're half right, you're half wrong. Okay. Anybody else, or are we done with the harapan?
Myra.
Mira.
For me, tadi macam just want to reiterate lah yang Arif cakap kan. I think for me 5 episode is just nicely done. Hopefully they don't mess it up. Sebab bila judging from entertainment punya district punya the last episode, it's a bit rush for me. So hopefully yang this one for me. For me. So for me a bit rush. Tapi yang untuk for this one, bila I tengok 5 macam tadi kita buat calculation kan, how many chapters left and ini, tapi it's just for me I just wish the final episode tu dia tak macam Fast Furious punya gantung lah kepada anime only. I just wish jangan dia macam tu lah. Sebab kalau macam dia get like I said, like Arif said juga,
kurang ajar lah kalau dia gantung. Memang kurang ajar.
Dia sebab me and my friends dah racking our brain since malam, so kita orang tengok Fast Furious malam kan, macam mana kan. Tapi yang for this one, sebab for manga reader memang dah tahu at the end of what is the reveal of at the end of this season. It's just that janganlah dia macam
Cliffhanger sangat.
hanging gila-gila, because the next season probably next year. So itu je harapan ya.
Tak cantik pun kalau dia nak start the next season with the
Dengan training up ya.
No, dengan the ending of the season. You know what this season is aiming towards to. Tak cantik kalau nak tunjuk that particular bit at the beginning of the new season. And it's not going to be next year either. It's not going to be next year. But it took us 2 years to get to watch this.
No lah.
Tak lah.
Early last year.
Setahun je. Early last year. Tak adalah sampai 2 tahun.
Tak sampai 2 tahun.
Tak. In between Entertainment District dengan sekarang, dengan current season, tak sampai 2 tahun lah, setahun lebih sikit je.
Okay lah, setahun lebih sikit lah. Tapi it won't be a year lah.
It won't be, yeah.
Every year lah.
But this one spring 23. So the earliest summer 24 or nak sedap autumn 24 lah.
Tapi also kalau nak on that point juga, kalau dalam training arc tu, sebab we gonna see a lot more flashback of the HASHIRA. So I'm just wish, sebab sekarang ni at this point novel yang canon to the whole 23 volumes of Demon Slayer dah 2 tau keluar. So hopefully diorang akan insert jugalah.
That would be nice. That would solidify the season.
I've not read those novels. Novel tu pasal apa?
Dia baru sampai. Satu lagi coming, mungkin dah sampai dah actually, dah 2. Ni Flower of Happiness. Ya, Viz Media. Yang ni keluar I think 2019 ke tak silap, tapi Viz Media baru keluar.
Itu set between season mana dengan season mana ni?
Tak, dia yang Flower I haven't read yet. Tapi setahu aku memang dia canon to the story lah. Dia,
I know, but if it's set after the big end of it all, doesn't matter then. You know what I mean?
Tak, dia side story je. Side story saja. Along the ni.
Tapi itulah along journey di mana kita tak tahu lagi
tak tahu lagi. Tak baca lagi.
I thought I look it up on Wikipedia ni.
Kan.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sebab on that point the next arc is quite short. It's gonna be like, is it gonna be in the next Mugen Train? Dia maksudnya dia akan buat satu movie and then akan translate into 7 episode or 8 episode series. Tapi I just hope juga diorang ada insert yang side story, especially yang ni pun ada satu lagi yang Story of Water and Flame, yang Rengoku dengan Giyu punya story dengan Shinobu. So banyak lagi actually diorang boleh insert sebab masa yang training up tu.
Yang tu novel juga.
Tak, yang ni memang manga. Ni memang manga.
And is it canon?
Yeah, it's canon. Sebab dia dia ini prequel. What happened before Giyu arrived to the Tanjiro punya rumah. So yeah, definitely read it.
Okay.
I recommend lah.
Okay. I macam, I don't know why I macam tak pernah pandang this other stuff macam Boku no Hero, for example, dia ada vigilantes and all that kan. So to pick it up, because thinking like, okay, somebody else has written it, I'm not too bothered really. But if it's added to the story canonically, then it's worth looking at lah.
Dia prequel lah. Kalau yang Rengoku dengan Giyu tu, dia prequel to the whole Tanjiro punya story.
Maybe kat situ we can, macam you cakap tadi lah, maybe anime only content where they explore more, flesh out the characters. But then again, we are going beyond this is which is edging towards spoiler territory lah, to be fair. So
yeah.
Anyway, so itulah. It looks like chat's a bit tired despite the fact we still have 10 people watching. With regard, tak ada additional comments untuk harapan dari chat. So nampaknya kita dah tiba di penghujung session bedah untuk malam ini, session untuk episod 2 hingga 7 Kimetsu no Yaiba.
I keep refreshing Crunchyroll punya website, still tak ada lagi.
Dan diharapkan penonton di rumah
memang tengok Monday.
Diharapkan penonton di rumah terhibur dengan ulasan kami malam ini. Untuk sesi kami yang datang, kami juga berharap untuk memberi ulasan secara live stream untuk siri anime Jigokuraku dan Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury dalam beberapa minggu akan datang. Tapi tarikh dan masa masih to be confirmed. So kita jumpa nantilah, and keep an eye out on further information with regards to timings of streams and videos. In the meantime, just check out lah seperti biasa our website di Facebook dan juga di YouTube, STOMACHOFCHAOS, dan juga YouTube BUZZPOPTV. Mostly kalau nak tengok video-video yang pendek yang digarap daripada all the sessions, it will be on STOMACHOFCHAOS. Tapi sebelum kita nak sign off, saya selalu je buat kadang-kadang news bites punya apa mungkin punya session. So we're gonna have a quick look at this. Let's see if this works. Da-da-da. Saya bring the volume down, takut kena. So this is season core kedua Bleach, 8 hari bulan Julai. It literally came out 2 hours ago. Looks like artwork, animation, visualization. Ini dalam komik tak ada. Because I think there's like a nod to the Espada punya scene lah.
Yep. Throne room.
After
Langit
Naruto
merah.
I watch Bleach.
We shouldn't watch the full thing, nanti kan kena copyright strike pula.
Dia tak akan strike. Dia akan cakap ni all we have to do just edit it out lah.
Bulan 7
Bulan 7, 8 bulan. Ni ada one part aku tak ingat sangat tau dalam manga, tapi apa bukan yang ni, Shinji has a bigger role in the anime compared to the manga. Hey, this guy showing his bangkai.
Oh, wow, okay, interesting.
Bairang, tengok Bleach lah. Better look.
After Naruto.
Actually, I feel like
Padam buang Naruto tu, kita budak-budak tengok ni.
This is going to go against my initial thought. Because sekarang tengah hype ni, I would suggest you to watch Bleach first. Cut off all the filler. Okay, you can Google list of episode without filler to watch. Okay, tengok Bleach dulu, and then you masuk Naruto. Because
I attempted to watch Bleach, tapi I stop sampai yang dia sampai pergi Soul Society tu. Sebab nanti I continue lah.
You basically watch all the boring stuff.
Naruhodo.
Tak tahu lah, habis dia kartun is kartun lah kan, tapi habis anime is got a particular style tu. Bleach punya style dari segi lukis visualization dia more real to life. Dia tak banyak sangat mata besar. Habis bukan ada, tapi dia macam, tapi satu lah, something about Bleach unnatural about it is like everyone is good looking. Tapi tak grotesquely good looking macam Jojo yang tu tak cukup dengan muka bibir tebal posing.
Tu TV kau ke Kudo kat belakang tu? Ada bunyi.
Ada bunyi kuat Ada bunyi?
Itulah.
It's like a Japanese TV show in the morning.
Yeah. Oh shit. No. You know what it is? Pangang tu. Okay. No, it's my other window from the Bleach punya TV tu.
Oh,
it continue playing.
Yeah, I forgot to switch it off.
Patutlah.
Kau TV ni padam volume. Sorry,
Okay.
tu je lah, suggestion saja. Nak tengok Naruto tengok lah. Tapi come to think of it, when I watch Naruto,
The reason kenapa I started watching Naruto sebab I'm helping a friend buat unboxing for Naruto 20th anniversary figure. That was the start of it because I don't know shit about Naruto kan. So she was like, why don't you just start watching now? Because it's recently, because of the anniversary, they recently ada on Netflix, and then there's gonna be a lot more merchandise or prize figures coming for from Naruto punya yang dulu-dulu dia nak ni sama dengan One Piece jugalah. That's the reason why.
Itulah. So that aside, so that was something to look forward to. Biasalah kami kalau cover Bleach, get ready lah for 4-hour sessions of arguing. So kepada anda yang baru ke sesi kami, jangan lupa untuk melanggan in a good way, berkongsi dan tenyeh butang like untuk kedua-dua laman YouTube sama ke laman Pop Culture Sekarang Malaysia, supaya anda tak ketinggalan untuk sesi kami yang akan datang. So terima kasih kerana sudi bersama kami untuk 2 jam 45 minit malam ini. Kepada rakan panelis saya juga hari ini, malam ini, Sukar sama Desta for contributing.
Sukar sama
Sas, Arif dan Maira, dan saya Kudo Maharizu. Ijo des.
Hasta luego.
No, wakarimasen.